All right, we're just gonna.
Hit him with a 3 count. Pin him to the ground and the crowd go wild, man down, know what y'all like. Hit him with a 3 count. On the top row, crowd already know how I fly him to the.
Yo! Yo! We're here. 15 minutes late, but we're here.
A lot has happened in that time.
Damien's got some food.
Yes, I do.
Went to
Got
the
some
store.
coffee.
And one of my special guests is still not here. But we're here anyway. We're doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, your cousin, your nephew. All right. The Capital Region's best kept secret and the Don of the Mid-Atlantic, the Don, Chaz Evans. And you are checking out officially the 500th episode Super Pod. All right. I got so many guests here, okay? Just lined up for you. It's going to be an awesome show. We're going to have a bunch of shenanigans as well, but we're going to talk wrestling. So before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube, hit that like button on Facebook, and make sure you subscribe to the Infinite Network.
Facts.
Do it.
Oh.
Do it.
Oh, make sure you do that. We probably interrupted a movie or a music video. Sorry.
Would you like to find out for sure?
Actually, yes, find that out for me if you can, right. Damien.
Let's see.
Listen, it was the pastor that did it. All right, that's what happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were you watching? Were you on the Infinite Network? Were you watching?
Yeah, it kind of was. I was just watching it. All right.
Oh. Okay.
Listen, your favorite trap artist is it's just bums. Okay, it's just buns. Like don't worry about it. Just find someone mainstream. You'll be okay.
I don't think we interrupted anything important. I don't see nothing.
Oh, wonderful.
It's us.
Maybe. It's us because it's our 500th super pod. That's why. All right, because they knew 4:00. Well, around 4:00. Okay. The super pod around 4ish, right? The 500th episode celebration. But I got a bunch of guests with me. I want to make sure I give them the proper introductions. So let me introduce you first. All right. He's been here. Well, I could say he's been here for every episode, but he hasn't. But he's been here at least 598 episodes. 498 episodes of the show. He has his own show also right here on the 3 Count podcast, Now Into the Ring and Now Into the Ring 201, our interview show with wrestlers around the globe. Okay, so not just here in the United States, but he has interviewed wrestlers from Europe, in the UK. That's probably all in that same little area. Have we got anybody from Japan yet? No, not yet. I like how we said it at the same time, Jinx. Not yet, but yeah, definitely check that out. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the man that runs this show, and quite frankly, if it was not for him, we would have not made it to episode 1. Okay? So make sure if you're watching this right now, if you're watching this live, make sure you give him a shout out in the comments. If you're watching this in our podcast audio version, make sure, all right, you tweet at him at at the underscore red dog 85. Yeah. It wasn't because as soon as you put the comment, as soon as I started to read it went away, and I was like, oh man. But yeah, make sure you give him a follow, tell him thank you, because legit, we would not be here without him. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, he is the Red Dog.
Hey, yo, that's right. It's the Air Force veteran intel specialist, the one you call on when you need to get the job done, ain't your friendly neighborhood Red Dog, and the only Latino here on this show consistently.
I'll give you that. That's fine. That's fair. That's fair. All right, let me introduce next. All right, he is the third man of this trio. All right, that helps make the 3 Count podcast tick, ladies and gentlemen. All right, he originally he told me he did not want to be on this show. Okay. All right, it was when the 3 Count podcast first came out. Damien said he did not want no parts of it.
I did.
And then it turned into, I just want to be a correspondent, kind of like how our favorite Phil is on Backstage. I want that type of role. And I said, that's cool. And then he was on every week. And out of everyone, he is still here. So, ladies and gentlemen, all right, your residential supervillain, all right, the Dark Lord, the Dark Goat, Master Xehanort in the flesh, ladies and gentlemen, Damien Fatal.
I still don't like people. All of y'all know that. I still don't like any of y'all. And if you still have your children listening, you are a horrible parent.
That's amazing. Parenting advice from Damien Fatal.
Why you think my kids ain't around right now? I mean, I talk like this all the time, so it's just actually awesome. This is a little toned down, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, you seem a lot more relaxed, like more relaxed than normal. Like maybe it's the fact that you got some food and you got your drink and you got a new microphone and you got like the cover behind you, so like no one can see behind or see what's going on. And you're like, you know what, life's good. And then you probably smoked a runt right before you got on the show. Yeah, the vape pen.
Yep. Now this will be coming in effect after I eat. Oh, trust me. Look, trust me. I smoked before I came in, so we're good. I got my coffee. Got a nice burger. Great.
Well, I'm just as great. So look, last but certainly not the least, all right, an OG member of the 3 Count Podcast. All right, they're on day 1. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back. All right. The only reason he's on the show is because he's my little brother. All right. He doesn't watch any wrestling. All right. I promise you, he did not watch Survivor Series last night. I can assure you, he did not watch Survivor Series. And don't worry, he didn't watch Collision. You know, he's not watching AEW. So, but he does. He does. You know, watch wrestling Twitter. He does keep up with YouTube clips. Ladies and gentlemen, JJ.
I like to think the sidewalks keeping me off the street. Chitty chitty banging. Study every day in.
Not gonna lie, I kind of did miss that. That's actually kind of cool. So, look at him! You see, look at that. That was great. Look at that. It is great to have you back.
Look at this. No one's
watching. That is true.
Dang, we got people already coming in with these comments and stuff right off the rip. Hey, yo, look at this. What's up, fellas? How you guys feel about CM Punk coming back?
We'll get right to that. No, please listen. All right, so now that we're here, we got through all that. Okay, you know what? We'll bump it. All right, I was going to do temp check first. I kind of like to switch it up, but we're going to go right down to it. All right,
we are. We're going
go
right
now.
Like right into it. We're not. Ooh.
I'm switching it up. We're gonna go right into it right now. The 3 Count Podcast's favorite Phil. All right, this podcast has talked about CM Punk more times than more
I am
times.
Glad I'm not in Glen Burnie anymore. By the way, and hello, I'm happy I'm in Utah. Now that he said, "Oh, I'm happy I'm not there."
Now that he's back, all right. We all said it wasn't going to happen. We all said it was going to happen. CM Punk is back in the WWE. I am thrilled. Listen, I was screaming. I had a tear in my eye. This was the greatest moment in sports entertainment history. The prodigal son has returned home. Wow. But that's not the topic. That's not the topic. Yes.
Wow. Whoa. Look. I'm on the Phil Brooks train. But,
He's no. He had to come home. He had to have his falling out. All right. He had to go and see, and test out the waters. Look, when Mercedes comes back, I will be repeating the same thing. Okay. So let's get to it. Should talent, like Mr. Golden just put out there, Seth. So if you didn't know already, okay, Seth, when CM Punk returned, there is a video on Twitter that came out that has a Seth literally going berserk, literally throwing F-bombs and flipping the bird off at CM Punk while this is going on. So much that Michael Cole and Corey Graves had to legitimately hold Seth Rollins back. So, with that being said, should talent be upset that CM Punk has returned? Let's start
with JJ.
Just start with JJ. All right, Josh, we'll start with you.
Just keep it simple. Just because you work doesn't mean you have to like everyone you work with. I mean, you could be upset, but at the end of the day, there's still a job to do. You got to entertain people. So they're professionals. They get paid boatloads of money. They can figure it out. And it can be a little bit of kayfabe in there too, but they'll figure it out. They're professionals. I don't think you guys, when you guys have your other jobs, you probably don't like people that you guys work with, but guess what? You got to work with them anyway.
That's facts.
I mean, I feel that way with this podcast. There's people that come on this podcast all the time that I don't like, and I'm just like, I have to work with them anyway.
That's me.
No, how could that be you? I have to work with you every week. This is JJ.
Oh. like, come on. I already, come on.
It's crazy. This man act like he
you
forgot
know,
that he tore his
Dog,
shirt live on this show. Talk about Pat McAfee.
I have no recollection.
That's all right.
That's fine.
JJ does not remember that.
It's okay.
JJ does not remember that.
That's fine. Social media does because that it went viral. So that's fine. You don't have to remember it. It's gonna live.
Remember.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
They do.
It's gonna be on the internet for infinity and beyond.
It's okay, Red Dog. I missed you too.
I missed you. I missed you.
All right, Damien, what you got for me?
All right, come on, let's go.
You know how I feel about this. You already know. Look, well, at the end of the day, who's signing the checks? Who is signing the check? Who is signing the checks at the moment?
Ooh, I have that answer. Hold on, wait. It has right here.
Oh.
It says, the idiotic daughter and his doofus son-in-law.
All right. Well, there you go.
Well, it's not. No, it's not Stephanie. She don't work there no more.
Oh yeah, she left.
But look,
she was backstage apparently.
Look, with that being said, at the end of the day, though, that's money. So, like, yeah, they can be initially mad for not being told, but they'll get over it. We're not gonna have I couldn't even get that out. A Planned Parenthood, my bad. Situation like we have had the past couple of years in the back locker room.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, like, nah, come on now. Come on. Like, I don't know. Just look how the internet's been since last night.
15 you say that it was reported in 15 minutes when they posted the clip of his return. This is in our volume. This is during the press conference. All right, so the press conference is going on. 1.5 million people watched that video in 15 minutes. It was about 900,000 people watching the press conference.
I know. I was one of them.
I was one of them as well. So, and that was just off of YouTube.
Yeah.
That doesn't and that's not including who's watching it on Peacock.
Exactly. I was actually, unfortunately, I had both on at the same time because I had to step outside and get some fresh air.
That's what I had to do. I had to walk away. At that point, I had to put the kid to bed. So I had to go, all right, let me go put it on my phone. Because he loves Cody Rhodes, and I let him stay up to watch Cody Rhodes. But yeah, 15 minutes, like 1.5 million people. Do talent need? You have every right to be upset. Like that is your personal prerogative. You have your own emotions and your feelings. You have that right to be upset. Should they be upset? Absolutely. But in regards to Seth Rollins and what Seth Rollins did, as far as last night, I completely go as that is as unprofessional as you can get. We're going to take out the fact that if it, whether or not if it's a work or if it's not a work. because I, quite frankly, honest opinion, I do think it's a work. Just
Yeah.
because off the simple fact that Seth being who Seth is and of high regards in that company, being as the number 2 behind Roman as far as who's running the joint, Seth Rollins, I would never in my life think that Seth Rollins would go that way and go into business for himself. When I use the wrestling terminology, all the insider no language, be that unprofessional and that just outright just wrong. Regardless of whether y'all got beef or not, or whether you didn't like what he said, that was 10 years ago. Legitimately, that was a decade ago. At least coming up to that was like 2014. Like, let's be real. Get over it. If he's still upset, let's just say it's not a work, he legit was fuming. Get over it. And on top of the fact, if he's still upset about what he said about Roman and all that, get over it. It had nothing to do with you. You're not Roman Reigns. We were talking about it in the chat last night. Unless he disrespected his wife, him or his child, build a bridge, get over it. Because at the end of the day, Triple H said it on the press conference. CM Punk is a conversation starter. CM Punk is a draw. 15 minutes went by and 1.5 million people went out their way to watch that video. Point blank. He's a draw. He's going to bring in money. That's why the UFC brought him in. And what did he do in the UFC? Get his ass beat. That's why AEW brought him in. He brings in money. How did that go? Bleh. Say what you want. He's a draw. He brings in people. There are seeing like we said about the Ronda fans last week and how Ronda fans will flock to what Ronda does. CM Punk takes that to a whole new level of CM Punk fans. They have been chanting this man's name in WWE arenas for a decade. Why would they not bring him back? Period. As far as a business standpoint. The comment that Dean had just put out. Triple H is playing chess. And he's always been playing chess. That is how you play the game. And he is playing the game.
I hate this man. I hate this man. I hate this man right now. I hate that.
That's what he's doing. Get upset all you want. That's fine. And you have your prerogative, all that. You can be upset. But do not be jeopardize money for your personal problems. Get over it. And like JJ said, you can get over it. Y'all will make it work. They'll figure it out. Cody and Seth are not the best of friends, guys. They're not. And they've publicly said that. But we got 3 damn near perfect matches out of them.
Well, that's because WWE don't play.
Exactly. That's another thing.
That's another thing. Yeah.
You're not going to hear about any of them fighting, any of that. That ain't going down. Period.
So
that's my 2 cents. Go ahead, Cliff.
Yeah. So here's where I'm at. So I it's a great move, obviously, for WWE to pick up Punk, right? Obviously, a lot of people are going to be like, man, he's a cancer, this, that, and the other. He's this, he's that, whatever. I don't care.
Guess what?
Draws
but
money.
To say that cancer draws money, does it not?
Well, wait a minute.
Whoa.
Which cancer we talking about?
Whoa.
Whoa. In the words of Mr. Mackey, cancer is bad, okay? It's real bad, okay? It's not good, okay?
Just saying. Just saying.
So my point being, though, is that it's like if this man is in here, he's drawing, he's picking up, everybody's talking about him. They've been talking about him for the last 10 years in WWE, not to mention the time that he ran in AEW, right? Like everybody's drawn. My funny thing was like, how many times can a man re-debut in Chicago? It's crazy to me to see that. AEW, his return to AEW, then the WWE. This man had 3 returns in 2 years in Chicago, and just got. Of course, he's over. He's there. That's their son. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's their guy.
But it's one of the things that I thought was interesting though was that like afterwards, like there was a bunch of talk about Seth's reactions, right? And apparently Seth had claimed that he was doing it because he thought it would like start the story for those two. And I was like, but you did it so unprofessionally. Like you're out here flipping him off, yelling at, like you could have just yelled at him. Like if you look at the other side, the other camera, where Punk is just like has his hands up, smiling, geeking out, right?
But it looks dickish.
It does.
It does. Like it looks real dickish. Like you know, and if that's like if that's the case, if Seth did it for the story, it like that works out. Punk's just like, haha, I know you don't like me, but guess what?
I'm here now.
I'm here now, dummy.
Yeah. But
like, haha.
I heard he was waving to Orton.
He was. Orton. So that's what I said from the camera angle that I saw of Punk. He was waving because he waved to Orton and he did Orton's pose. So that's that. But you take the pose out of it and you just put side by side. Yeah, it looks like, Punk's like, haha, you big dummy.
I know you don't like me, but it's
I know you don't like so.
Seth,
I know you don't like me.
Seth could have gotten that over. He could have gotten that over in a story. You know, come Monday, we'll find out where things are headed. Rumor has it could be Seth, it could be Nakamura, right? Like we don't know who's being talked about, what's going on. But I'm excited to see him Punk back because there's a lot of matchups that are just going to be there that we're going to want to see and enjoy because like now there's a new crop of people that he gets to face off against. And I don't know, maybe we'll get the American Nightmare versus, Punk. We'll see. It might come down, but
we'll get we'll get it at the Rumble. I think that's how they do it. They'll tease that at the Rumble. They'll be the last two.
This is the question. This was a question that was brought up. Was like, now that he's back, is he gonna be the one to end Roman's reign? No,
no,
not at all.
No,
he's gonna do anything to be Seth.
But here's my problem, though. Right? This is my problem.
Why not?
Why not him?
Why not CM Punk?
Because now, I feel like right now they have they're locked in with Cody.
Yeah.
And in the story, and I get your point. This is my thing though, and this I wanted to get to this too, and I wanted to say this: you're not bringing Punk back unless you're main eventing him at WrestleMania, because that's all he wants to do. He wants the main event at WrestleMania. That's it. That's all he's talked about. Now you have him back in WWE. One of those two nights is going to be a women's match. It's not going to be. It's not going to be Punk. Punk's probably gonna have to open the show.
No, so you didn't. Who's to say that?
It doesn't have to be a women's match.
I was just about to say that.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it will more than likely
they will
be a women's match,
but they will get flat. I mean, they'll probably. Man,
it's tough, but I'm just saying, like at this point, I don't see. I mean, you have the Rumble, right? And obviously, the winner of the Men's Royal Rumble gets a spot, gets the headline WrestleMania. Cool, but now where are we gonna be at? Now we just think CM Punk's main events in night 1 of WrestleMania.
Yes,
or wherever.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean. We'll see how the stories heat up, but
absolutely. I think that and you have Roman and Cody main event night 2.
Maybe, or you just have Punk.
I don't. But what do you? I don't see. I don't think any other story would really main event. I mean, that would be on that level, regardless of just the fact that it's Seth and CM Punk. I don't think any other story trumps that. That's along the lines of like. I think you do. I mean, I think you run into the same. You run into the same trap that they did with not Austin. Stone. Not I said Austin. Just said Stone Cold. The Rock and Hogan. That should have closed that WrestleMania.
I don't disagree.
And then what? And then they had Triple had to go out there like
this keeps popping up. No one cares about MJF right now. Like we're talking about Punk. We're talking about the man who won the dog collar match, not had the best dog collar match.
Facts. But I just don't see.
I don't know. Let's find out what our other person has to say about it.
Oh no.
Hey everybody.
Hey, how you feel about Punk coming back?
It's about time he's back where he belongs.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate him. Where he doesn't have to be old, tired, or work with fucking children. So
See,
But he does
there
get
we
to
go.
get hurt.
look, he came through the curtain. He already looks more youthful
And
than he
I
did at the
thank
end
you.
of his AEW run.
Thank
It
you.
looked like he de-aged 10 years.
Thank you.
It kind of does.
He got a haircut. My man said, my
Like
man.
he got
He
some
had a
rest,
shaved head when he left.
No.
right? He looked like
He shaved his
looked
head
like
when he was wrestling for the title. He had his head
he
shaved.
did.
Oh.
And
Well, he got a
He looked
fresh cut.
rested.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he
Like,
looks stress-free.
Started using that creatine that all the workers in the back use.
yeah.
Yeah, he looked fantastic.
It was the first thing I noticed. It was the first thing I said was like, "Hey, yo, did y'all see how thick CM Punk got? Like this
Right?
man, like, put on
Got
some size."
shaved.
All of a sudden, like, "Oh, whoa!" He was like, "Shh, what's up, guys? I'm back." What's up, fans? He's at AEW. He's like deflated a little bit. So I'm like, interesting.
Yeah, he was deflated physically, mentally, emotionally,
I'm talking about the moment he walked out.
probably spiritually. He was all of that at the end of AEW,
No, I'm
deflated.
talking about the very first moment that he showed up at AEW. He looked a little more like he looked a little thin.
Oh, yeah.
He opens up at WWE at Survivor Series, and here he is. He walks out, and he's like, "Look at me in my new white shirt. It's just barely holding on. The threads are about to break loose."
It's the camera.
Wore a size medium for you guys.
Yeah,
It's the production. I promise you.
It's the production.
that too.
So much better that WWE has. It looks brighter, more vibrant, not depressing.
Yeah.
Want to hang yourself.
Well, they
He could
yeah. I
actually
mean,
He could actually look at the hard cam side and see people.
oh my
It
god.
was crazy.
Well, all right. So
But
glad
that
to see.
arena looked completely different for Survivor Series and SmackDown than any time Planned Parenthood has been in that building. It looks like two different places. Right or wrong. Right or wrong.
That's factual because it's you
Can
say
we
that
get like
because Cody
clips of
said the
CM
same
Punk
thing.
at the same building from last night, and then one from like when AEW ran there, just to see the difference from production aspect?
I can tell you for a fact they cut half the arena off.
Oh, that arena was packed last.
Yeah, I know. I can
Yeah.
tell you for a fact that AEW definitely said, "All right, we'll cut this. We'll put it here." I know. I know that I put money on that one.
Look,
Okay.
you gotta give your tickets away with burgers and fries. I mean, that's what happens.
Oh my gosh, this man.
Yeah.
What?
but
It's true.
it's funny because like when you listen to the promos and stuff like that, I made the joke with the Twitter post where someone was talking about the 2-for-1 at a 4-night main event wrestling show, and and I think back to it, I'm like, yo, but you cut this promo, and part of it could be, and all of it was a work. Let's be real, but like,
Yeah.
you had to write that line, and now you are back in that company that you were talking about, and that's like. You had no foresight that you might come back to that company at some time, or were you really trying to push the boundary as far as you can go?
I think for a fact, knowing CM Punk and how CM Punk operates, I know for a fact that he wrote the line goes, I know that's going to get a pop. I know for a fact.
I agree. Yeah, I agree, Chaz.
I don't think I promise you. I promise you, at that point in time when he said that line, he had no plans on going back.
Yeah,
Probably not.
Yeah, because things were still good. Things were
Exactly.
still good at that time.
We hadn't had what to call it. We haven't had the media scrum fight yet. So I think things were going, things were peachy and everything. Like we were all still like, yeah, this is good,
Yeah, nobody's out here like real glass.
I will forever get
I
mad at
guess
them.
we're all kind of in agreement that Punk is good for business in WWE.
Yeah, bro. If anybody, listen, like I said,
Hell yeah.
if anybody is legitimately upset in that company, build a bridge, get over it, make money. You're there to make money, not to make friends. People take the wrestling business like this old brotherhood, buddy thing, and it's not. It's a business. You're here to make money. Stop trying to make it what it's not.
It's a brotherhood about making money, though. That's what it's about.
Exactly. So make money. Don't worry about the brotherhood part. Just go in there and make money.
Yeah, people forget. As great as professional wrestling is,
Yes.
it's a job.
Thank you.
It's a
Thank
job.
you. It's a job. Like
It's a-
JJ said,
it-
it's a job.
It's a job you like, but it's a job.
It's a job.
So
I don't
you're not
think
always
anybody
going to
has
work
that
with people you like.
I don't like anybody.
The important part is, can I work with you and we get the job done? I don't need to like you. We don't need to be best friends. I just need to be able to work with you.
The job is to entertain the fans. That's it.
Right.
Doesn't Booker talk about that every once in a while, where he talks about you're either here to make friends or make money or win championships? I forget how he says it, but it's something like you're
checks and championships.
Yeah, checks and championships. That's it.
So, all right, now we got into the nitty gritty of it. We went off the bat with that, so let's get to temp check. All right, temp check. Oh, first of all, we didn't get to introduce. We didn't, he just showed up here because he runs late on CP time. But I'll take credit because I thought Damien sent you the link and he didn't.
Oh, I sent them the wrong one. Oops.
Did you send it?
He did send you the link.
Oh no, you're just late then. Okay, that's fine. Never mind.
Oh, you're saying I did my job.
Okay.
Damien did his job. He did his job.
So it's your fault. Gotcha. But anyway, let me give you a proper introduction, okay? Like I did everybody else. So look, this is also an OG member, folks. All right, that random voice for all of our podcast listeners that just popped out that you can sound like he's in a car. Yeah, the OG member. There on day one, folks. Okay. Funny thing was, the original idea was just supposed to be me and him, but then he ditched me. He ditched me for his wife.
I mean, no offense, I would too.
More or less, that is pretty accurate.
He ditched me for his wife, figuratively and literally.
Just let you know, that tells you that Chaz doesn't put out.
Yep, he's a bird.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, okay, I'm ignoring that comment. Okay, and we're gonna get right back to
the 8 bottom.
Oh my god!
You don't even know what to say.
My man is shook because he knows the truth.
He got him stuck.
Y'all, Chris Idol's here, y'all. There you go. They ruined it for you, bro.
Happy to be.
They ruined it for you, and it's their fault.
It's okay.
I had a whole look. No, look. I had elaborate. So for the OG guys, you and I had legit like a actual introduction for all of you. Yeah, he ruined it. Damien, they ruined it for you.
We didn't ruin nothing. You ruined it.
Yeah, you did. But anyway, let's get.
He's the only player that actively goes into caves and kills bears. The man, the super legend.
Yeah, the 500.
Y'all had a bad day.
500th World United States International Bare Knuckle Beer Drinking. You know what it is, and you know what it ain't. Slapped your mama world champion, ladies and gentlemen. Christopher J. Idol.
Thank you.
Right here, this comment is perfect. It just says, "I've never seen Chaz lost for words." Hey, be prepared. It's gonna happen.
It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it's a magical thing.
It is amazing.
It is great. Great.
Just wait till our next guest comes on. He's just gonna be lost for words.
I can't wait.
Anyway, temp check.
Temp check.
All right. For those who don't know what temp check is, some of our first time listeners, to all of our OG listeners who've listened to us for 500 plus, you know what temp check is. That is when me and my friends, we give you our hottest and or coldest wrestlers going into this week, and right off of a hot Survivor Series. I can't wait to hear what we got going. So, temp check. Let's start with you, Idol.
We're all gonna agree on this. We're all gonna agree.
I'm gonna break the rules here a little bit. I'm not going with a wrestler, but my, is it mighty cold in Jacksonville?
Oh my god.
AEW is fucking frozen solid. God damn.
Oh my god. That's what I was gonna say.
Woo! It's hot as hell in Stanford though.
That is also not true, okay? I just want to let you guys know it is 29 degrees up here.
It's like opposite right now. It is in real life, it's opposite. It's kind of warm.
Oh, boy.
I don't know, but I heard Chicago be like in the hundreds right now.
Man. Woo. Woo. Has anybody heard from Tony? Did we get the special big announcement set for this week yet?
Oh, no, he's been dark. He has been
Where he
dark
tells us
since Saturday.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan's gonna come out and be a manager for somebody,
You're wilding.
Yo,
or Championship 382 being revealed.
You right now are wilding. I need you to get it together.
Well, we know who his old wrestler is.
Is Tony okay? Has anyone talked to Tony?
I think the only thing he's put out was "Thank you for watching Collision and Rampage." That's it.
Ain't nobody
That
watched
is
that.
it.
I saw the Fast Nationals. Ain't nobody watched this shit. I saw those this morning. They set new record lows for both those shows, Rampage and Collision. I saw that.
Yo,
It
Rampage
blows
is
my
already
mind.
low.
Like, it blows my mind to literally think, like, hey, yo, like, oh, we're running up against Survivor Series. Like,
Who thought that was a great idea?
That was a great. And that, it's not
First off, who thought that was a good idea? And boy, oh boy, did they pick the wrong Survivor Series.
I'm like,
worse.
yeah.
Worse.
So you do Survivor Series, right? And you run it you do Collision and you run it at the same time as Survivor Series. Not just that, but then you put Rampage right after that live. Why couldn't you just move that? I don't know, maybe like a few hours before like Survivor Series, because you're talking about big 5 pay-per-views and you're like, oh, they're in Chicago too. Didn't we just let go of somebody recently?
Cliff, in all fairness, Rampage did air at 7 o'clock yesterday. In all fairness, so it technically aired before the pay-per-view. But still, only 233,000 people watched it.
Oh,
should have been done at 4. Yeah, that's crazy.
But look, you do it at 4. You're gonna. I mean, they're definitely gonna run in competition with college football. Still going on.
I mean, they should have just did it on Friday. Collision should have been on Friday.
And that's what they should have did. Just run it against SmackDown. You've done it before anyway,
right?
And you didn't do that. I mean, you didn't do good numbers, but you didn't do as bad numbers when you ran against SmackDown.
Yeah.
Because I mean, let's be for real. You had a better chance of people tuning in with the matches that were set. Because let's be real, Keith Lee versus Lee Moriarty was fire.
I'll be right back.
Okay,
I believe you.
Like, and then the tag team match between House of Black and Gravity and wow, I can't think of the name, but the Lucha, y'all know what is his name?
No, we don't.
Whatever, but. That match, tag match, Lucha Rules match, fire! Great tag match. You would have did better with the matches that you advertise, like with the match they advertise. Great, solid Collision card and Rampage. I mean, Yuta versus Shibata for the ROH Pure title. You had a solid lineup.
Yeah.
If you put that on Friday, you would have had more people tuning in for that than SmackDown, or at least they would have been doing the double screen watching.
You know what? I just thought about something. Collision, they created Collision for CM Punk, and it aired as he was debuting at the re-debuting at the other company. And the show they created for him did a record low number. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Shocker.
If I was at Warner Brothers, if I was at Warner Brothers Discovery, I'd be a little salty today. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'd be a little salty.
WWE, they get Raw rights. Like, hell, Tony, I think we need to see other people. I don't think this is working.
I think
if Warner Brothers Discovery gets the rights to Raw, I don't care what's happening. I need somebody to call me. We need to do an impromptu show. And I'll be live from the ER because I laughed myself into a heart attack.
I will say, I think we all can kind of agree who we think the hottest wrestler of the week is, though. Let's be real.
CM Punk.
Yeah, Punk. Yeah, Punk.
It's definitely Punk.
Yeah.
And yeah, my coldest is that. Well, I got a 1A, 1B. So.
Well, yeah, your 1A is Jericho.
Yeah, it's always Jericho. It's always Jericho. Oh, I hate that fool. Stub your toe, Dan. Stub your toe. I don't know. Break a leg. Break a finger. Like, go get surgery on something. You look like
oh
you
my
need
god! Don't tell me you're cold. Don't tell me you're 1B yet, because that's what will lead into dumbass of the week. So, Cliff, give me your temp check, bro.
Well, the hottest wrestler. I mean,
well, yeah. Besides hot, give me your coldest. Yeah, we're just gonna go
coldest wrestler of the week, though. Jeez, man, I just have to agree. I hear that there's another 3-letter company that's just out there just freezing their asses off. And I don't know how the Jaguars are doing right now, but I couldn't imagine right now. The Jags probably got to win, and good for them. But yeah, that other company that Tony B. Witt is not doing so good right now, man. And I'm excited for this tournament, but it right now. It don't matter. It don't matter. Let's be real. Okay, I'll keep it 100. Like, our Truth's return got a bigger pop than anything that happened on.
And I loved every bit of that. That was great.
I did too. I was
Ruffle shuffle.
You got Randy, R-Truth, and Punk all returning on show on Survivor. Yeah, bro. Sometimes you're just gonna have to hold the L for the next couple of weeks because it's gonna Punk, and they already announced it that Randy Orton and Punk were gonna have stuff to say on Monday Night Raw. Bro, you already know. You might just hold the L for the next couple of weeks because it's not looking too good right now. I couldn't imagine that there's anything that AEW is gonna do that everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my god, did you watch Dynamite?" Because remember, before this all happened, I said something in the group chat. I was like, yo, we're going to get Swerve versus Moxley as a match for this Continental Championship. And at this point, I'm kind of like, hey, yo, that's my third favorite thing right now because I want to see what Punk has to say. I'm like, what's Punk going to do? Is Punk going to show up on SmackDown too? I need to know. Can we get him on NXT? I just need to know where Punk's going to show up next.
Oh, for a fact that now that he's there, that he will. Who knows? I don't know. We don't know what the contract situation looks like, but I remember a while back with what Damien said they should do. Maybe they're going to do it. Have him on a month by month basis. So maybe the first couple months he'll be on Raw and SmackDown for Mania at least, and then after Mania, do some stuff in NXT. Right? Maybe give if they don't bring up Mello back, bring Mello up. Have him go down there, work Mello, work Chase U, work Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker, definitely.
You can go do that afterwards. So you can do that for the summer. We'll bring you back up for SummerSlam though, because that's you see Punk. You gotta come back for SummerSlam. And Money in the Bank. Yeah, we'll bring you back with Money in the Bank. Yeah, you gotta work Roman at some point. We got it. So yeah. That's what he'll probably do.
I do want to throw this out there, right? Shout out, I'm gonna say this knowing that it is what it is. Shout outs to WWE though, right? Because you got Cody, right? So you took an EVP, then you got their rising star in Jade, and then you got their troublemaker as well. You're just like, oh, who's your star? Oh, your troublemaker. We'll take that guy. Who's your rising star? Oh, that girl. Yeah, we'll take her too. And then we got the EVP. Oh, yeah, I bet we got that person too. There ain't no way in hell that they're not FTR is not like, hey, I think we're gonna be okay being a revival again.
Yeah. And did y'all see on Twitter how hard Andrade is trying to get fired? It's amazing.
Oh yeah.
He is trying so hard to get let go.
To get fired all year.
He just wants to. Then Tony just will not let him go. It's amazing.
If somebody don't want to be there, let him go.
Yep.
And let him go.
Yeah.
All right, JJ, what's your coldest wrestler?
All right, so I feel like I'm not going to beat around the bush here. I think my coldest is going to be Bailey.
Okay.
I take that.
It's starting to cave in on her. She in trouble.
Yeah.
My favorite Karen. She's in trouble. I had to bring it back. She's in trouble.
I forgot about that.
She's in trouble.
She's the only American in the group. What do you
She is donezo.
Yeah. The The League of Nations is returning.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
In
God.
female form.
Female form. He's gonna get over this time.
God.
My coldest wrestler. Yeah. It's Tony Khan.
See.
It's Tony Khan. Cliff said it best. They took Cody Rhodes, Jade Cargill, and CM Punk. That's all that needs to be said.
Hey, yo, what's this comment all about, huh? Too many Andrade types? Mm-hmm. You talking about there's too many Latinos over there? Mm-hmm. Might want to figure that out for our viewers who are listening to this podcast. It says too many Andrade type already there. What's that supposed to mean? Mm-hmm. Too many Latinos? What?
Oh my God.
Santos, right? They're all the same. They all look like Andrade. Is that what we're saying?
Oh my
God.
Going after people in the chat.
Damien.
We know.
All right.
He said no.
So.
We know.
What's your coldest wrestler? Coldest wrestler.
My coldest. Look. My coldest is also my dumbass of the week.
All right. Before we do that, I have to properly announce it because this is a segment.
All right, go ahead.
All right, I have to properly announce the segment. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now the greatest segment in all of 3 Count. Okay. It is now time for Damien's Dumbass of the Week.
I call him about to sue us, man.
That was great. That was perfect. All right. Look.
Told you, bro, it's the 500th episode Super Pod. I had to do it. I told you I was going to make the video with the prices right, and I said I was going to do it, and so there it is. So every week, ladies and gentlemen, when we do Dumbass of the Week, you have to see Damien's ugly mug with tomatoes and the Price is Right theme song.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
That's what I said.
That's beautiful. All right. So the past 2 weeks, Billy got that award. But Tony. Come on, man. How did you hand him that? You just handed that on a silver platter. No non-compete cause. You just fired this man. And you really didn't expect him to go back? Really? You didn't expect that to happen. You made him angry because you were afraid for your life. Vince McMahon screwed Bret Hart, went in his locker room and got knocked out like a man and was not afraid for his life. Yet CM Punk gets in your face and you're afraid for your life? So, today you are the dumbass of the week, sir.
Damn.
Tony. Wow. So that's my dumbass of the week. And I'm pretty sure y'all can agree on that.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get no disagreement from me on that one. But I did still put the poll out there, like I said we would do every week. So go to our Twitter page or X, whatever you want to call it. Make sure you check out the poll and vote on who should be Damien's Dumbass of the Week. Your options this week, I made sure to keep 4 options, is Tony Khan, Antonio Khan, Khan Tony. Okay, seriously, who else? So make sure you go at 3count_pod. Give us your vote on who should be Damien's Dumbass of the Week. At the end of the show, I will announce who wins the poll. But I'm going to put my vote as okay, seriously, who else?
Oh, nice.
That's my vote. But alrighty, that was Damien's Dumbass of the Week. But unfortunately, after that, it is time for our OG crew to skedaddle on out of here. Thank you. This is from me personally. I want to thank you too. We wouldn't have been to 500 without y'all. Like legit, like no kayfabe or nothing. I love y'all to death. Y'all, you're my brother, Josh, and then Justin.
You have no choice.
Yeah, exactly. Justin, you damn near are my brother. So like I said, I appreciate y'all. The 3 Count podcast appreciates y'all. I can speak. And Damien says that he's still in gimmick, guys.
What are you talking about? They know they alright.
So definitely thank y'all. Everybody who listens, I promise you they are saying thank you as well, because you all are pioneers. If I had to put y'all in the Hall of Fame, I would, but that's giving y'all too much credit.
I understand. Thank you for having me. I'm really proud of you guys for all that you've done with the podcast. It's crazy that it's been 500 episodes already. And, for old time's sake, got to keep the same energy as day one. Fuck Tony Khan.
Oh, man. So definitely give these guys a follow at Tajasha on X. Don't follow Idol. He just posts memes and funny video pictures on Instagram. You wouldn't know if it. You would probably think he's a burner account. Really, he just has his face as a profile picture.
And I did drag him against his will because of
absolutely. I mean, he was already going to be on regardless. I had to drag him.
Oh no, but I was going to stab him if he didn't show up.
Oh well, look,
I will be in Maryland in like a week, so.
Yeah, that's true.
He would have got
That's
caught.
true. I mean, I would have legitimately dragged him from his house.
He did threaten my life, even though I already told him. I was like, I already told Chaz I'd be on. And he's like, oh, okay, well, I'm threatening you anyway. And I'm like, oh, okay.
I was just doing my job, man.
What?
All right, guys. Thank y'all for being on here. All right. But let me tell you, the party doesn't stop. All right. The party doesn't stop. All right. These guys are getting up out of here, and I got somebody showing up right now. Okay. Damien has been asking for his return. Damien was like Chicago for CM Punk for this guy to come back.
I was. He's like my CM Punk of the 3 Count.
So I had no other choice but to listen to Damien and to bring this man back. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Anthony.
Yay!
Whoa!
Yay!
We gotta get rid of
Here's the throw growing, wrestling knowing, data for, and Lord, I need Snip because I don't need no more. Lou the franchise.
He's back.
I miss you, Lou.
I miss you
It's getting too contentious in here. I gotta go. I'll see you guys.
It's officially dark in here.
Oh my gosh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Lou the franchise. Back at it again. Oh,
what
man.
up, gentlemen?
Hold on, my laptop's about to die, so I need to plug that up.
So shout
Just
out
like your wrestling career.
Real quick, I wanted to give a quick shout out. Thanks for Chris Idol and JJ for joining us. But as you can see, Lou the franchise is in the building right now. That means that the ratio of Hispanics to blacks are now equal.
It is.
We're even.
Yeah, we're even. That's good. I like it.
Everybody's
I like the even ground.
Lou get a warm welcome. Everybody telling you welcome back. Good.
Dad, did I just hear that your laptop was about to die?
It definitely did. I don't know why.
Kind of like your wrestling career.
That's actually not true. I as you can see right there, that's just one of many championship belts that I own. One of that you could never own in your entire lifetime. But that's neither here nor there.
I am the champion of eating tacos.
That's
That's very. Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Not to our people. Don't do that.
It's because I'm Latino.
I like. Guess what? I like Samoan tacos.
Ooh, you almost killed me.
You've never had poi in your life, and you don't. Don't say that. Stop it.
But all right, ladies and gentlemen, Lou the franchise is back for our second debate topic, and he's here for match of the week. So let's get right down to it. All righty. So PWI, Pro Wrestling Illustrated, dropped their top 100 tag teams of the year. number one this year, FTR. All right, FTR winning the number one spot last year, being number two, right behind the Usos. But FTR is your number one tag team of this year. Is FTR the number one tag team this year? That's the debate topic. Lou, since you're here, brother, welcome back. Start this one off, bro.
I don't think so. I mean, they did a lot for the first 8-9 months of the year, but I do like where the Acclaimed have been all year long.
That's not a bad. You made it okay. First of all, Cliff, you made it seem like you had this off the wall wild pick. You set me up. I was ready to go. Are you crazy? FTR. I have notes. I prepared notes. But he said I could get with the Acclaim. I don't think that's not a if you're not choosing FTR, that's fine.
They've done it all year long. I mean, injuries and whatnot with FTR. I think that the Acclaimed are right there too.
I could give them their props as far as that, like, constantly being on and, getting better. I still think there's some goofball assholes, but I mean.
First of all, hold on. I got to put this comment up. It said worse. Pretty Deadly. I like
Pretty Deadly.
Pretty Deadly is actually pretty entertaining.
Deadly. They are.
Yeah.
You cannot take that away from them. They are very, very, very entertaining.
I'll pass on that.
This one this was the other one, Chaz, that Anthony was going to say. Any combination of the Judgment Day.
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh, you can't
absolutely not.
That one?
No. No. Oh. No. Did you no.
I was going to say Demolition.
Demolition?
I'm messing with you.
Why, Chaz?
The Judgment Day?
Yeah.
Oh no, I just don't. Just because they got the belts. That's about it. I just think there are I can name about 10 other tag teams outside of the E that are more. I hate that you say more better, but
much better.
Much better than the Judgment Day.
All right, but seriously, name me 5, not including Pure Ignorance.
Not including Pure Ignorance? Better than... It's funny. That's a good one. Pure Ignorance should have been on that list.
Oh, that was really bad English. My bad, Mr. Golden.
That's just ignorant of Chaz.
Hey, purely ignorant, brother. Got to keep the gimmick alive. Well, if you're not going to... So you want me 5 other teams besides the Judgment Day?
Just kidding. I don't want
do you want me to? Because I go. Aussie, I'll legitimately will give you the top 5 that they put on the list besides FTR.
I love the list. I'm not
Aussie Open.
Telling you no.
Bishaman, the Motor City Machine Guns. I mean, ABC has been killing it in Impact.
So, name me one other match with Bishaman.
I don't know. I don't watch the matches.
You're reading the PWI. That's why I was like, name me one other match.
I don't watch that. I don't.
Exactly. I'll give you. And so, full stop. I'll give you Aussie, and I'll give you ABC because I love both those teams. Motor City Machine Guns, definitely always gonna be up there. That's why I was like, all right, give me somebody else. No, I agree with the list. I was telling Anthony at first, I was like, I don't agree. And I was like, thinking about it, I was like, the Ring of Honor titles, the Impact titles, the AAA titles, and New Japan titles, all and just carrying awful. There was Kenny Omega of the tag team division. I was
legit.
I was like, there's no way. And then eventually the AEW titles. I was like, hey, they won all 5 titles this year and held it down. I was like, I can't sit back and say, nah, go with somebody else. I was like,
FTR can legitimately put on fire tag team matches with broomsticks.
Obviously, they can't do it with Ricky Starks and Big Bill. Oh, sorry. My bad. Sorry, a little cough, a little frog in the back of my throat.
I take. Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give you that though. But to answer the actual question, yes. I'll give my take. I think it's FTR. It's definitely FTR. The Acclaim is a good pick. If you're not going to choose FTR, picking the Acclaim, I go, all right, that's fine. I can get with that because the Acclaim have been holding it down. I think legitimately for the better part of the year, and like even going back to last year, they were really hot. So the Acclaim is cool, but FTR absolutely. I mean, like Cliff, you said, they held legitimately every major tag team title that you could hold besides the E.
Yeah.
Like, I think no other real tag team has really done that besides, I think you look at the Dudley Boys who did that. I think also the Hardy Boys have done that. If you look at mainstream.
Hold on. Wasn't they hold on. FTR did hold WWE tag title.
Yeah, but they did, yes. I'm just saying right now. Outside.
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 Yeah, they're probably one of the few tag teams.
So
ever.
It just and I just also think about like the way they put their match. That's not true. That's like the most thing. The funny thing is it's really it's not. It's more like the Euro League. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's the Euro League. If you want to talk about the G League, I'll tell you what the G League is. That's the Indies. Keep it a $1.50. Let's be real.
Yeah.
That's like the like, or you want to go. That's college ball. If you want to make that comparison, college ball is the Indies. But no, FTR is that team, and it's just the way they put on their matches. Besides the Big Ben, not Big Ben, but the Big Bill and Ricky Starks match. Name me a bad FTR tag match. I'll wait.
That ladder match could have been better.
Oh, Damien.
That's my opinion, okay? It's my opinion. All right. You know how I feel about ladder matches.
I'm like,
I gotta be perfect.
I don't have one because I think even last year I was putting FTR like in my top matches like every other week, and then even this year, if I would have still done the top 10, yeah, they were up there a lot. You know who I want to see them mix it up with though? House of Black.
Yeah.
Can we get that match, please? Can Tony, if you watch the show, post everybody talking about you. Can we get that match? Can I just get FTR versus House of Black? Come on, man. That story writes itself. It's so good. Like, that's crazy.
All right. I guess it's my turn, right? So off the record, FTR might be the greatest tag team that like at this present point in time. That's off the record, by the way. The only reason why I say off the record is because of where they're at. They go back to WWE. I'll put it back on the record. But right now, it's off the record.
Wait, hold on a second, Keith. So they teased that match last night on the show that nobody watched. Dynamite for me? No, we gonna put on Collision on the night of Survivor Series as we're trying to tease that match. No, you should have put that shit on Dynamite. That way we would have all paid attention.
Right. That's factual. But no, I love FTR. Like FTR for me is a bright spot in Planned Parenthood. So, like, you know,
I mean, 237,000 people watched Collision. I'm sorry, that shouldn't be that way.
No, it should not. That's just so bad. But I mean, that's what they get. So if Tony wasn't like, you know, in the bag, you know, he'd be all right. Wasn't busy powdering his nose.
Oh my goodness.
Yo.
What?
All right,
we found a new contact.
We all agree. We're all agreeing on this, except for Lou. Lou's taking the Acclaim.
And but that's the thing. That's fair though. That's the thing. The Acclaim is not a bad pick.
It's not a bad pick.
It's not a bad pick because I mean, what did they won the trios belt this year? They did have the tag belts.
Tag belts
at one point in time. So picking the Acclaimed is not actually. I want to. Where was the Acclaimed on? Hold on. I want to.
I think they were in the top 10.
But then if they weren't
were they top 10? Top
7.
15? Yeah.
They were in the top 10.
That's not bad.
So the list FTR was number 1, Aussie Opens 2, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn number 3, the Shaman number 4, Motor City Machine Guns 5, 6 is ABC, 7 Acclaim, 8 Judgment Day, 9 Damage Control, and 10 7 Up from Stardom.
Would it be better to be Pretty Deadly in WWE or FTR in AEW?
I wouldn't.
Ooh.
I'd switch Judgment Day and Damage Control. I think Damage Control is a better team than.
Yeah, Damage Control definitely deserves the one up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they've been holding it down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Would it be better to be? I'd rather be FTR. Better, yeah, I don't like Pretty Deadly either.
I would rather be FTR right now, because you know what? When they decide to come back to WWE, they're gonna command a big check.
Yeah, they are.
And a reduced schedule.
Mm-hmm.
That too.
Yep, reduced schedule. Yep. All right. We all agree on that except for Lou, which is fine. All right, let's get it. Match of the week. Those of you who don't know. The time we're going to talk about match of the week. If you don't know already, that's when we give you our favorite match. That was funny. Our favorite match going. Match. I can't even get it out. I was not ready for that one either.
Favorite match of the week.
We give you our favorite match this week. Yes, exactly. If you didn't know, stupid. Cliff, what you got? Match of the week, bro.
You already know what it is, dummy. Yo. No, I think for me, my match of the week, and I know a lot of people are gonna go back and forth with me on this one. I don't really give a shit. Jay Lethal and Swerve, like, to me, held it down. You can look at me that way. You look at me that way.
I'm not.
Outside of. Go on.
No. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying that at all, because it was a great match. I remember watching that. That was my match of the week up until yesterday. Well, actually, today.
Today, so really. Low key, like I mean, if I had a 1A, 1B, it would be Swerve and Jay Lethal, and then 1B, my probably 1A, honestly, would be Miz and Gunther.
That was a fire match.
It was Matt, yeah.
That was better than I expected. I was expected to be pretty good too, but it was a little bit better than I expected the way they played it. So.
Yeah, I that was one of my. That was one of my three that I was trying to decide on. Miz and Gunther was really, really, really good. That just shows you how great Miz is, and we've said it for years. And Lou's been on here when we've said it, that Miz don't get the flowers and don't get the credit he deserves. And Triple H, and it's cool that Triple H, gave Miz his flowers on the press conference, because he spoke it like, you put Miz in any position, Miz is gonna make it work. If you need him to be a comedian, he can be a comedian. If you need him to be the evil bad guy, he can be the evil bad guy. If you need him to be the good baby face, he can do that. And it's just, man, Miz does not get the credit he deserves, and Miz is definitely sure time a Hall of Famer, most definitely. But my match of the week, Lee Moriarty and Keith Lee, man. It sucks that match happened when everybody was watching Survivor Series, because, oh man, I watched it today and got upset because I wish I watched it live. I wish I was there in the moment, watching this match. Being what it was. Survivor Series. I was watching Survivor Series.
So don't lie. You don't lie.
No, but I wish though. But I just wish that match would have been on Dynamite, or do it next week on Collision. Because like I said in the chat, I went, oh look, they really trying to make us watch. Because on any other, if Survivor Series was not on last night, I would have went out my way to check out Collision just because of Keith Lee and Lee Moriarty. And I would not have been disappointed for doing that, because that match was great. So that gets my match of the week. I'm not giving any War Games match my match of the week, because they're War Games matches. I hate to say that as like because of reducing War Games match, but
they're good.
They were good. Are we gonna go and say, are they the best War Games? No, I've seen better War Games.
No, I've seen better war.
I do believe last year's and the NXT one are the two best War Games matches.
They were good.
And I went back and I went back and watched the old ones. And even then, I go, nah, that NXT one with Ricochet and all them, and like there was Undisputed Era versus was it Pete Dunne, Ricochet and all them. That one was great, and then the Bloodline one last year was great. But they were not saying they were bad War Games matches. Just
no, they told stories. They told a lot of story in these.
Yes, it was a lot of story in this one, in the men's this one, and the women's too as well.
Yeah,
so absolutely. All right, what you got, Damien? Match of the week.
My match of the week is Triple H versus Tony Khan.
I knew he was going to say that or that. There it is.
Get this man out of here.
There it is.
What? That's my match of the week. Man, I enjoyed that. That was great.
I've never seen a shellacking in 1 week.
Right?
It's so crazy because, like, when you think about it, right? Like, it's not like Dynamite didn't put on some fire matches with this tournament that they got going on. But then, like, WWE was like, oh, yeah, by the way, check out what we can do.
No!
Hammer down.
Like, ha, ha, ha. Ha, 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 ha. So, yeah.
All right,
that's
Anthony.
my match of the week. No, my real match of the week. I enjoyed Escobar and Dragon Lee.
I was about to say, move it on.
I really did enjoy that. Like that was one of those where I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, I said something about that.
It was a lot better than I expected to be.
Chaz
going into the Speed Force and shit.
I think he did.
Yeah.
Stop talking.
I was.
I think you did for
did
a
I really?
second. Like you just stopped talking.
No.
You just stopped talking.
I was listening. I was listening to what you were saying.
Like I like to see the aggressive Santa. You know what I mean? So like I enjoyed that one a lot. Like it was good match. It was a really, really good match. So like that was just kind of like my off the wall, like, oh wow, like I really enjoyed that. I know it was a filler match, but for a filler match, I enjoyed it.
Yep.
It was a good cool down.
Yeah. It was just enough that makes you go, all right, give me the rematch. Like I want more. It kept it wasn't too long and it wasn't too short. It was just enough to go, all right, this is actually fire. You can run this back on SmackDown now.
Yeah. Facts.
All right, Lou, match of the week, bro.
You know, I really did like the women's War Games. That was really entertaining. But I think the Miz and Gunther both had the match of the week for me. I was really entertained by the Miz once again, and Gunther doing what he does, kind of like what Rich Golden said in the chats. The Miz carries people.
Yeah. No, that's Miz does.
He's always a safe bet. He's always a safe bet if you know you want something good on a quick whim, and that's kind of how this came about. It was like really quick. We need to give Gunther a good, viable challenge, and this kind of helped solidify Gunther's,
his title run,
reign as champion.
So Miz being the 8-time champion, or Intercontinental champion, being the guy that really, when the Intercontinental title was in its dark ages, really, tried to make that title what it, really means something. So it definitely does add Gunther's title reign, which who knows who's going to end it at this point. I think he holds it for another 500 days at this point.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad. Would you?
No, absolutely not. But I think Miz also needs to know not to chop Gunther and thinking that's going to end well for him. Miz threw that chop and it sounded like it hurt. I said, Miz, oh Miz, why did you
just made him mad? He just made him mad.
I was like, now he has to chop you back, bro. Why would you do
that? And it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot more.
Yeah, like as if you weren't already getting chopped. Why poke the bear?
Yeah,
right.
Why?
Right. Oh man. Well, we had Lou the franchise comeback. I guess I have to say something nice about him. So, look, I want to appreciate. I'm gonna do it. Look. There it is. Thank you. All right. There was a time period of this podcast, right? And then, like, if you were an OG listener, if you've been with us for a long time, you know that and I call it the Lou era. You were the heater, my guy. You were wrestling Twitter before wrestling Twitter. You had the hot takes. Now, were they hot or were they lukewarm or some were completely out of pocket? But you brought a dynamic to the show that even Damien still, as much as he's a heater, even Damien can't even feel the heat that you possess on this show.
No. It's a whole different kind of heat. This is
like it's just like
I'm not trying to do that.
I wouldn't say all that now, Mr. Golden. I wouldn't say we miss. I wouldn't say that. You all may miss him. I won't say that publicly, at least, or on the air. But look, I want to say thank you for being on this 500 episode journey. All right. Yeah, you said that when you came back on and you did your little catchphrase that you did, and there I go saying it with you, and I go, God darn it, I'm saying it again. So, I thank you. The 3 Count Podcast thanks you. I think, as you already see in the chat, your fans, they thank you. And thank you for being a part of this special 500 episode. You were always back on. I mean, I did on the air make it seem like that. Yeah, I wasn't gonna have you come on, but like as soon as I said Super Pod, I was like, all right, Cliff, yeah, tell Anthony to get on here. And I made it seem like, and it was funny because when Damien brought it up, and I was like, I was gonna have it as a surprise. Like I wasn't gonna announce that you were coming back. It was just like, yeah, Anthony's back, guys. But then Damien asked for it live on the air, and I went, oh, wow. I wasn't expecting that. So I had to play it off like, we'll think about it. I don't know. I got to feel like I want to tolerate him or not. But, nah, man, thank you. Thank you. Your seat here in the 3 Count Podcast studio can never be filled. You always have a spot here whenever you're not growing and having more kids. That was a terrible way to try to flip that all around, but you know what I was trying to do.
Something like that. Listen, congratulations, guys, on 500 episodes. That's big. Damien, I miss you. Turn that light on because you're funnier when you have light. Cliff, we'll chat on the side. Chaz, fuck you. And also, here's a little heater for you. Fuck CM Punk.
Oh.
Yo, then you
And that is why he's not on the show anymore. You don't get the last word on me on my show.
Well, moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
We gotta bring a fan favor back. Yeah. So most of you guys know this person as a person who gets under Chaz's skin, left, right, and center. So, actually, I want to put this in real quick. That is definitely how you make an exit. And then even Chaz said, look, winner, love y'all. But yeah, without a doubt, outside from the Red Dog, he is the Red Prince. Let's bring in TJ Sykes.
Hello. You know what? Out of 500 episodes that you guys have done, honestly, my favorite part is that 15 to 20 seconds where Chaz lagged out and he didn't say a word. 500 episodes. Anytime Chaz is not speaking, you know what? It's a 5-star episode to me.
I'll stop. I'll stop now.
You're doing it now. No, you're talking now. You did not stop. Clearly, you did not stop. You have not taken the lesson well.
So I didn't tell Chaz about all of this, right? I did tell him that I had a special guest I wanted to bring on. So outside from you, TJ, I have somebody else who loves to get under Chaz's skin, who gets under Chaz's skin more so
I like him already
than Anthony. Just bring him in. He's big, he's mean, he is supreme.
Oh God! Oh God!
One of your biggest ops is back.
Oh my god.
I'm here. Oh boy. I got that message this morning. I said, I'm in. I'll cancel plans. I got nothing better to do than mess with Chaz and have a delightful conversation.
Oh, that means he's gonna be for the women's tournament.
You
oh my gosh!
You can't use the name Chaz and delightful in the same sentence.
Yeah, you are. That is a correct statement.
There's nothing delightful about the Dawn over there.
Wow, you know what? With this, man, it seems like I must really like you compared to these two, buddy.
Oh, factual, Damien. Exactly.
Hey, I don't like.
You're my best friend. Compared to these two, you're my best as a friend.
I see.
No, okay.
You know how this podcast is already going off the rails because Chaz once again is talking.
Oh.
And wait, hold on. All right. And also, why is it called Chaz and Friends? I thought this was a 3-count podcast. This egotistical son of a bitch named this whole thing after him.
Yeah.
Oh,
why do I see Chaz and Friends? Why do I see that?
Oh, yeah, he fills out all the paperwork. That's why.
That's why.
That's why. If there was anything else that we could do, I mean, we all have our own different intros, but unfortunately, we had to keep it Chaz and Friends for legal purposes because Chaz fills out all the paperwork. That's just what he wants. So,
but if it all
wait, hold on. First off, Chaz can read.
Tall enough to put paperwork in.
Even though I got a Baltimore public school education, yes, I can.
Brother, you said more better earlier. I heard you.
He's putting that education to good use.
Hey, Baltimore public school education.
I'm over here taking notes on everything you're doing.
This is it.
Yeah, this is how we're gonna end the show. So, all right, let's get to it. Look, topic 3. Oh man, I can only imagine how this is gonna go. All right, so do we need to give up on the Street Profits and Lashley angle going on SmackDown? Street Profits getting the tag team opportunity this past week on SmackDown, ultimately losing that match. So, should they give up on this angle? Let's start with Supreme.
Wow. So, to be completely honest, we need to have a couple good black African American gentlemen's like forefront. Even though we kind of lost Biggie in the full New Day, I forgot they were a stable at this point. I just knew they turned heel, and I have not really cared for it. So if they drop it, I would not miss it at all from SmackDown. It really is like such a small, minute portion of SmackDown. And to make it worse, like the tag team division, like overall, has kind of gone downhill to me because of the unified tag titles. But if they drop it, hey, no sweat off my back. I just want them to have Lashley do more fun, dominant things instead of just being a suit tailor. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, Red Dog, what you got?
No, I think so. I think so too. I mean, at this point, like, I know you're trying to build up this faction. You're probably going to try to add some people, but the Street Profits kind of need a new branding anyway. I know that I don't want to say their shtick was kind of getting old, but like, it's just sometimes you just need to like refreshen things up before they kind of go stale. And like, I like this new aggressive side of seeing the Street Profits, but I think you got to do something with them. Like, otherwise they're just fans are going to turn on them, and then what are you going to do? Like, not turn on them as in like, oh, we don't like these guys, these are heels. It's just, you're not going to get any reactions. And then that's going to be way worse than anything else. So I think to me, I think it's time to kind of like change course, maybe break them off, let them be separate, let them do their thing and keep running their personality, because people, whether you like them or hated them, people vibe with them. So why would you change that up? They just, I think it's time to go back.
TJ?
Well, for one, I will never give up on the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley on anything, but I do believe it's time to pivot in a different direction with these three men. I don't know where they would go with it, but honestly, those three on TV in whatever capacity, I thoroughly enjoy personally.
What you got, Damien?
So it's taking too long. At the end of the day, that's what it is. It's taking too long, and people are losing interest. But I would like to see that evolve to something. Because when they first got together, it was like, oh, okay, I can get behind this. This could be something. And of course, for me, I like Hill Bobby Lashley. And then giving the Street Profits that opportunity to really go heel, because, like, in my opinion, they were always cocky, so they kind of had it in them. You know what I mean? So give them that opportunity, push it forward, stop letting it.
Yeah.
Like with this, they don't have to let it marinate. They can let this, like, slide forward a little bit better than what they're doing right now. Like, so that's kind of my opinion.
And I think my problem is that, like, any other time, like, this faction would be fire. But when you have, like, the Judgment Day and you have the Bloodline, which are kind of like running the storylines, like the Street Profit Bobby Lashley faction just kind of get lost in the sauce. Like, in LWO, and like you have all these other factions, Damage Control, like all these factions are like there, and you're not really doing anything with Bobby Lashley and Street Profits. It's like, it just at this point doesn't really make sense. So it's kind of like, hey, let's just kind of let them run their course and do their thing, and then hey, let them run by themselves. Because
so it's like AEW pretty much.
Yeah,
like I will say, like
a thousand different factions in there.
Yeah, don't even run them all.
There's nothing
don't.
Like at all. If they put it like, if, for some reason, if WWE had trios titles, then I could understand having another faction like this. But no tag titles to really worry about on both shows. We have the Judgment Day with it, while the Judgment Day are doing a lot of other things. Tag titles doesn't matter, and plus, like, if Shelton Benjamin, MVP, and Cedric Alexander was still a thing versus this new Hurt Business that they're trying to do, could you imagine that feud to start this off? Could be fire. Could be an excellent program to try to get this off the ground, but there's not really anything to really do anything. R-Truth is back. Maybe some shenanigans come there. I can see that happening. Inject some life into this, but if they don't, like, just drop it completely. Pretend like this didn't happen. The Street Profits can stay heels. It worries me, like they're gonna get lost in the shuffle, and we may see them just completely off the show soon with this.
Sick them on NXT. That'd be funny.
That would actually be a lot of fun.
That's so. You see, you're saying that jokingly, but like,
no, I'm being serious too.
Yeah, you put
NXT.
The Italian Mob versus the Black Mob.
Exactly.
That would be fire.
Well, NXT, bro.
Yeah.
That would bring more life than what it's doing now on SmackDown. I'd rather say them thoughts.
Who would be the third person in the family? I mean, he's being large and tall in some forest somewhere with MVP.
Yeah,
he's casting shade somewhere in Florida right now for MVP while he's chilling. If Omos got released right now, I would have zero problem with it. He's hilarious.
Oh shit, he's not released?
No.
Oh
no,
he's still there. He's still there.
Yeah, look,
he's somewhere being tall.
We are still Homo sapiens here, but like I care about nothing he does right now.
I like him, but I forgot he was there.
He is the Black Great Khali to me.
Damn.
He can move a little better though.
I'm sorry. Okay,
I was about to say, don't disrespect Omos like that.
With legs.
Yeah,
the legs. He has a sturdy base, unlike the Great Khali.
Ooh, that was sad.
Like,
that was hiding in plain sight.
Khali couldn't work, but Omos can work.
Could you imagine MVP Omos bring back Cedric Alexander? They feud with them for a little bit, and then have another feud with the remnants of the New Day. Maybe toss something in there, or hell, have Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes when they finally come up to the main roster. That'd be a great first feud for them right there.
Yeah,
there's a lot of potential if they can do this right,
and a lot of people are saying that. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just that it's taking way too long.
That's the problem.
It's taking way too long, and they're losing important matches. Because let's be real, this Street Profits have not legitimately won a match of importance. Let me just say that, of importance, really.
No,
they have not won a match. So why should we, as the viewers, care about this new faction if they're just gonna go out there and gonna disappoint Bobby Lashley and he's gonna get pissed off and get mad? And that's not entertaining. What are we doing here? So I think the big thing is that, yes, I think either we drop it or we just get a move on what we're trying to do with this story, because it's a disconnect for a lot of us, and it's just not good. And the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley are great talents. You can put them in something entirely different and make it work.
Yeah, I mean, even right now,
at this point, it's a waste. It's a waste of the talent.
Drop him in the food with Jinder Mahal and his I can't remember who he's with.
I wouldn't mind that.
That's a 3v3 feud right there on the main roster.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind that. I would, but again, like, are we just waiting to bubble? Like, are we just like letting them like simmer and then we'll just like push them as soon as like Judgment Day falls apart? Like, what are we doing? Like, that's the problem though, is that like this faction has potential to be great, right? But we're just like watching them bubble in the bottom, and it's like you're losing these matches to Judgment Day. So now you're not as good as Judgment Day. So when Judgment Day falls apart, because it will, it's gonna be like, what's next? You know what I mean? Like, oh, they weren't good enough to beat them. I just feel like at this point it's like watching Retribution. It's like they're there. We have all these talented people there, but we're not really doing anything with them. We're just like, wow, cool. These guys.
And it's sad when something like that happens, though. It happens more times.
These guys.
It's in before we see a stronger 3MB, where we have Bobby Lashley as the dominant one, constantly losing, and he's just like, well, at least I have my two lackeys here with me. I can still do my dominant thing, and they're just absorbing L after L after L, and then eventually the only person we care about in Montez for a house fully is Bianca Belair still. But yeah, I really like, I love the Street Profits, but I just really, really wish like even a small feud right now is just, there's so many people on SmackDown and Raw that like are just lost in the shuffle. Like, we had this draft and it just means nothing. We have the one mid-card titles, the tag team titles are together still. Like, why? It leaves so many people in a shuffle. Like, there have been so many opportunities to break up the tag titles. You can have Judgment Day do their thing without the tag titles. They do not need it whatsoever. You separate it, put Raw tag titles on Alpha Academy. You could put the SmackDown tag titles on the Street Profits, and we have so much things we can do. Have teams from NXT come up still. And it puts people in the shuffle for other things besides like the same thing over and over and over again. I will say I'm so tired of the Bloodline, but that's still like the hottest thing. But SmackDown pisses me off to other ends.
I can't be mad at the Bloodline.
No, I 100% can be.
I know,
but we still throw up the ones though.
Yeah. But I do agree. Breaking up the unified titles will definitely give like more teams opportunities to kind of showcase and show forth what they're needing to do. And it is crazy because like now we don't even have a unified champion. Like, so why should we have a unified tag champs?
No, they need to go.
Speaking of tag team champions, why did they merge the women's NXT tag titles?
Yeah. And not
what was the point of that?
Tags.
Tag team.
I forgot they did that.
Yeah.
Can you name me 5 like full-time women tag teams? I understand why.
Kaden and what is her name? Katana?
Yeah.
The only female tag team that I can think of.
There's the two. There was Fire and
Chelsea Green,
Fire and Desire.
Isla Dawn.
Yeah.
Fire and Desire was Sonya and Mandy.
That was that's Sonya and what's called? What was it? Alba Fire and
Mandy's not around.
We're talking about Elbow Fire.
Yeah,
Aladon.
Yeah, that's I don't remember her name.
He got called What, we saw them once?
Right, on the main roster, we saw them once.
Yeah.
Once.
And they went back to. Then they're back on NXT doing the Halloween special. Halloween Havoc.
Yeah.
Like they should have never gave us main roster women tag titles. They should have dropped it in NXT, leave it in NXT, because they do nothing with the women throughout the show consistently. And even though I love Chelsea Green so much, she's funny as hell, but like there's nothing for them to do, so they sit there and they're stuck doing Ruffles commercials.
Hell, you gotta get the chips over.
Yeah, I mean, the chips are good, bro.
Akira Tozawa got the chips over. I don't care. That joint was hilarious. Like, I'm standing there in the middle of a casino, I watched that and I went, that's pretty hilarious.
I'm about to say,
About to say what, Chaz?
They are good chips. I would say Ruffles are good.
He's like lagging, isn't he?
Yeah, he is good. Lagging.
Yeah,
right, good. I think we kind of are on the same wavelength of the they need to either do something with it or be gone with it. All right.
Chaz,
Chaz,
you could just
wow, you got that great value internet going right now.
Hello.
All right, Red Dog. We all know that you actually run the show. You can just cut him out of this now.
Yeah. Chaz, where'd you get your internet from, man? Did you get it from Walmart? Discounted? Like,
he got it from his next door neighbor.
Yeah, we got that.
No, I didn't. I hate Walmart.
You got it from Dollar General. Be honest.
He piped it in.
Hey, my bad.
I got it from Comcast. I got it from Xfinity because that's all they allow here.
Yeah, your neighbors.
TJ's having his way with Chaz lagging. Like Chaz's voice is like coming in just fine.
Jesus,
you are delayed. Video. It's your video that's like terrible right now.
Oh, it's just the video.
You could just leave.
Behind.
I say you leave and then maybe
that's
come
fine.
back.
You don't need
Well, he has the bracket for the women's.
All right, so let's get. By the way, I'm going to hear me move on.
This is great. I didn't hear anything.
Here we go. All right, so we're going to do our greatest women's wrestler of all time tournament. We did a greatest male wrestler tournament. Was it 2 years ago, Cliff? I think it was all 2 years ago.
3 years ago. Been a while.
3 years, geez, right? 500 episodes. Time flies.
Yeah.
The winner ended up being John Cena. So we're gonna do this a mini version of it, and hopefully we're gonna do it the same way. We broke it down into eras. So we got the classic era, the attitude era, the Divas / Knockouts era, and then the modern era. We got 4 for each era. Let's start us off. Let's start with actually I'll ask you guys. TJ,
hold on.
What era you want to start with?
Hold on, before we do all that.
Let's start at the beginning.
Before we do all that, all right. Understand that we knocked this down to 4 women, right, in each bracket, right? And we had to. There's going to be wrestlers out there that you're just not going to have on here. And we legit had to have a conversation about how all these women are going to sit and where they're going to fit. And so if you have a problem with a certain wrestler not being on here, not our apology. We just chose that person not to be on here, right? So to give you kind of an early, right, some of our honorable mentions that we do want to put out there, right? Asuka did not make this list, okay? Just kind of put out there from the jump, right? Shayna Baszler is not going to be on this list, right? Not that we would say that she's not, but I just want to give a heads up. Alexa Bliss isn't going to be on this list. You're not going to have Deonna Purrazzo is not going to be on this list, right? So there's a lot of there's going to be a lot of women. A lot of people are going to be like, "Yo, what about this person? What about that person? What about this? What about that?" Like, yeah, we understand, but certain people are just not going to be on this list because you have to remember we have to knock it down to 4 spots, and like we legitimately before we even like when we thought about this tournament, we had a full 2-hour debate on who was going to make this tournament and how we had to justify them being in. So. If you don't see
Dog, why are you giving this breakdown? Why are you giving this breakdown? Fuck them.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. We got the best woman on that list, right? Chaz's favorite wrestler, right?
Oh, absolutely not. She's no, I'd quit.
10-time champion? You know, the great Tamina Snuka, 10-time champion.
I tried to get on here, buddy. I tried.
He sure did. He sure did say it on the phone.
Did.
He really did go, Tamina. You gotta put Tamina. I told him, I said, stop doing drugs.
No one's meaner than Tamina. I am so
disappointed. No, stop it.
She became one of my favorites when she knocked Nikki Bella's tooth out. She became one of my favorites.
Second greatest 24/7 champion.
Oh my gosh.
9-time reigns, 1 tag team title. It's a shame she didn't get that world championship, but you know,
right?
I mean, hey, there's still time. There's still time. There's still time. She's still there. She's
gonna dethrone Rhea. Putting my money on it.
Oh, she's gonna get
I hope.
Rhea.
Just for that face right there, Chaz. I hope.
Get Rhea. Ooh.
No one's meaner than Tamina.
All right, let's get it. Let's get this tournament started, Chaz. Just
start at the beginning.
Classic.
Go classic.
All right, let's start with the classical era. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you, if that happens, be prepared. I'm going to flood your. No. Anyway, classical era. So look, let's start it off. We put 4 women. Let's start off with the first 2 going up against each other. We got Mae Young versus Sensational Sherry. So pick either one or the other. DJ, you going with Sherry?
Sherry. I love Mae Young, but I gotta go with Sherry.
Look, Mae Young gave birth to a hand and took a bomb through a table. 100% Mae Young for me.
Oh, I like that. I like that already.
100%.
You know, all right, go ahead, Damien. He also go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead.
No, TJ, say a point, TJ.
I was gonna say also during that spot with Bubba Ray and Mae Young, she also did call him Pussy if he didn't do it the right way. So you know what? I kind of want to change my I kind of want to change my answer just a little bit. But I absolutely love Sherry Martel. I absolutely love Sherry Martel though.
All right,
Damien.
This is hard for me.
She was much more handy than shit.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay. Look,
Richard Golden with the greatest comment I've ever seen.
All right, Mae Young. I'm not gonna even bring up the fact of in her older years how she was a G. All right, let's go back to when she was younger. She was, dude. She popped a woman's eye out of her socket. Let's not forget that. Mae Young, even though she was a pretty lady, she was kind of rough. A little rough around the edges.
Yeah. I feel like you pissed off Mae Young. She about to be the biggest op of your life.
Right?
Yeah, oh gosh.
But Sherry, she was it from head to toe. She could go in the ring. She could talk. She elevated anybody that she was next to, like Sean, Booker, and
Macho.
Ray, Macho,
yeah, Macho,
dude, she, Sherry Montel. I might have to pick her, dude. I feel like
she was in the greatest segment, promo segment of all time.
Yeah,
her Booker T and Stevie Ray.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yep.
Oh, yeah. Her with Harley
and held it together like a professional.
I will say Sherry, one of my favorite segments there is just Sexy Kurt still.
Sexy Kurt.
Sexy
in my brain forever.
But for me, like I said, Sherry, I don't know, I just feel like she did a little bit more for my time. I know a lot about Megan. I know a lot. Probably a lot more than you guys. But still, just because I was around when she was around doesn't mean anything. But
Well, that's
Yeah,
not
you're
fair. You were
5,000
around
years
when
old.
everybody was around.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
You were there for the very first wrestling match between God and the devil. We know.
Look, I already told you I was the agent for that match.
I know. You told yes.
By the way, if anybody, I'm not gonna make mine super in depth, but sensational Sherry. That's just me.
So funny. I was gonna do the same thing. Mine's not in depth because Damien pretty much said it all.
Yeah.
I'm going with sensational Sherry as well. All right, so sensational Sherry moves on. Let's go to the next bracket here in the classic era. We got Medusa versus Velvet McIntyre. Let's start with you, Cliff.
I'm just gonna go with Velvet. I know Alundra Blaze did a lot of stuff, and she was even a badass when she was driving monster trucks. But Velvet, like, WrestleMania 2, holding it down. Like, I know that's definitely my pick. I fought to get her into this tournament, and goddamn it, I'm gonna keep her in this tournament.
He sure did. He sure did.
Not all right, another round.
Damien.
Oh, I saw both of those moments. I saw that first one when I was like 6, 7. So, I mean, that kind of sticks in my mind. But Alundra Blaze won a men's championship. She was cruiserweight champion. Was she beat? What the hell was it again? Evan Courageous? Was that who she beat for the cruiserweight title?
Don't remember. I can.
From 3 count?
Yeah. I think that's who she beat. But anyway, I'm gonna have to pick Medusa.
Do it again, TJ, and I'll mute your ass. Say it again with 3 count, then with a little smile out there. I wasn't paying attention. I was gonna let it ride, and I was like,
honestly, that's why I didn't say nothing. I caught it though. I caught the whole thing. I was like, you know what? Let him have it. He got it off. I was going to acknowledge it.
Hey, Dean says yes, it was him. Dean said yes, it was him. So thank you, Dean.
Cool. Thank you. So, but yeah, so like that match that she was probably one of the first women to win the men's championship in that situation, I think. So like I kind of have to give that to her, and then the trash can incident on Nitro.
Yeah.
She started that whole entire thing. Her going there and doing that started the whole Monday Night Wars. So I don't know. There's a lot of legendary and infamy there. So I'm gonna have to pick Alundra.
I'm going with Alundra Blaze as well. Go ahead, Supreme.
Monster trucks, trash can, 100% Medusa. That's all I care about. Giant pink ass monster truck and dropping a pink belt inside of a silver trash can. 100%.
On the opposite show at that.
What a G. Just say, you know what? I brought this with me. I don't need this joint no more anyway. Like, could you imagine that joint happening today? Somebody's getting shot.
Lose their mind.
Yeah.
Not lose their mind. Somebody going. Someone's talking to the upper room soon. No one's letting that go.
I'm calling it now. CM Punk shows up with the real world championship on Raw.
Ooh.
Just if we just think if that happened today, just think that would be the equivalent if that was to happen. He shows up
to
Raw
another lawsuit
tomorrow.
for him.
Tony would do that. Tony would, absolutely.
Oh, he's suing. He is suing. Dude,
absolutely.
He'd be locked in legal battles for the next 30 years.
Yeah, we about to see the entirety of the Jacksonville Jaguars defense showing up to CM Punk's house. Every single person.
And they'll lose that too.
Yeah,
I was
probably.
gonna say, I was like, Punk's gonna get away anyway.
Yeah, they're gonna bug Punk in another UFC match just to watch get his ass beat again.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, gosh.
All right, TJ, your pick.
Velvet. I don't even go into any other details. Like Medusa annoys me. Sorry. I'm very annoyed. It's a personal pick. It's very, very personal. I'm very annoyed about the still a champion post that she makes all the time and the disrespect for Trish Stratus. So I'm out. I'm out on Medusa.
All right, so it's Velvet. Unfortunately, Medusa has more votes, so she moves on. So let's move to the next era. We're going to everyone's favorite era, the Attitude Era. Here we go. So
not my favorite era.
Oh, not my favorite either, but to the
ruthless aggression era.
Hot diggity dog, my friend.
Chaz,
there we go.
Chaz, just to put out there, we knew this question was going to get asked. So where's Moolah? Not in this tournament. That's where.
Not in the tournament. Not there. That's right.
That's what happens when you hold down a whole entire division.
When we started this, I said not Moolah.
And when we were going through this era, I went, yeah, we're not talking about Moolah. No.
Yeah,
No. No. Anyway, because we get to that later when we get into the modern era. But anyway, all right, Attitude Era. Right. Trish Stratus versus Aja Kong. Aja Kong. I know TJ's pick is Trish already, just knowing how TJ works.
I love Aja because of the back fist. I love Aja. I love Aja because of that hellacious back fist, especially when she would back fist Medusa. But gotta go Trish.
All right. I like it. I can get with that. 1 point Trish. All right, Cliff, who you got?
I'm taking Trish.
Trish.
I'm the one that fought to get Aja in the tournament. I was like,
I stole the back fist from Aja, so I have a little stake in that. I stole it from her. No one can do it like her though. But Trish, sorry.
No one, yeah. Supreme.
I got to get my satisfaction. So
satisfaction guaranteed, brother.
At 100%.
Damien.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Trish. He
went
from a ballet to a really good wrestler.
Think?
Sorry, my bad. Yeah, no, I really do. I think I had to think about that one. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about like the whole entire picture, where you have one that,
and that whole picture is Trish. Whole picture is Trish.
I'm giving it to Trish. I'm giving it to Trish because she started as a valet and became the face of the division. She worked for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
whole picture.
Props.
That's my and that's legitimately my reasoning for going with Trish as well. Also my personal bias. But yeah, Trish really is the epitome of literally from the bottom to the top, like really making it from the valet, not like you said, face of a division. So I'm going with Trish as well.
I want you to say that word again.
I'm not. They know what I meant. Say it again
for me.
And you know what
say it again.
What I meant.
Say it again.
So moving on to the next the next two. Lita versus Jacqueline.
I hate this matchup so much.
Oh,
I do too.
Oh,
I mean, I already know my pick.
That's why I did it.
I already know my pick, but it kind of hurts.
I see. The funny thing is this. I did it and I still don't know. I'm still trying to decide. Go ahead, Supreme. Who you got?
Oh, God damn it.
Somebody might sway me differently, but I still don't even know mine.
Okay. I love Lita to death, but Jacqueline made it, for me, the ability for Black women to actually succeed in WWE. And she was a cruiserweight champion with the vicious elbow.
Yeah,
that elbow went so
click,
and it was just like my favorite match on SmackDown ever. Just watching Chavo Classic, just be like, yeah, huh? It was just like what happened now? Oh, God, why can't it be Lita versus Trish? So it would have been such a better matchup because I'd have picked Lita, but I gotta pick Jacqueline 100%. Damn, that hurt me to say it. I love Lita.
All right, go ahead, Damien.
All right, so in real life, Jackie would beat the living daylights out of Lita. So let's just put that out there.
100%.
Right?
I'm scared to shit the fighter.
And for me, I kind of put a little little asterisk next to Lita because of the whole Edge and Matt thing. You gotta remember, I kind of lived through all of that. Like, I mean, seeing all of that unfold in front of my eyes. She was a horrible person. So, and if you really think about it, Jackie's had the better, longer career. Let's just keep it a $1.50. We're not even just including what she did, in the E. So
Right.
it's Jackie. It's Jackie's hands down. I'm sorry.
All right. TJ?
This hurts. This hurts a little bit. But if you're asking 10, 11-year-old TJ this same question, I got to go with the cool factor, and I got to go with Lita. Lita was just cool. And at that stage of my life, that kid always just wanted to be cool. And I see cool on TV, and I said, that's Lita. I got to go Lita.
All right. Cliff?
So I love the fact that you brought up the cool factor, Team Extreme, right? All that stuff like that went down with her, main eventing the first Raw, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it was just something about Jackie that like she wasn't even utilized that much, and she was still getting over on TV, and she was still a very good worker, and Miss Texas was it, you know what I mean? Like, and that's why, like for me, it kind of hurts because I love Lita, right? I love watching her work, and she just killed it every time. I remember when she started with Asas Rios, but I'm gonna go with Miss Jackie on this one.
The group that she
I don't think anyone's gonna be mad at you here.
No.
The group with Terry that she had with Terry.
That was That was I'm going.
What you got, Chaz? What you got?
I still don't have. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It's a hard choice. Jacqueline ends up winning. Miss Jackie ends up winning. Just based off of the numbers, but I'm still want to pick just for the sake of it. But both of these women were trailblazers in their own rights. Like TJ said, Lita was cool. Team Extreme, Lita was cool. All the girls wanted to be like Lita. Like all the guys wanted Lita. Like Lita was that. But talk about breaking grounds for Black women. Jacqueline did that. Like, we don't get to a Mercedes Moné versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania without Jacqueline doing what she did.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't get that. And we were debating, we were trying to figure these names out. We had a moment where we just go, damn, 2 Black women really main evented a WrestleMania. Like, we had that moment of like, that really did happen, y'all. Same.
Yeah,
like,
I cried.
But we don't get that. We don't get that moment if Jacqueline does not come through and does what she does.
100%.
So for that, I gotta go Jacqueline. And I love Lita just as everybody else. But I gotta go Jacqueline. Just off the fact that she pioneered and really set the bar for Black women. So, and especially during a time where women's wrestling was more about the Flash and not more so with the wrestling ring. So I'm going with Jacqueline. So she moves on. So this should be
I will say one last thing. Lita's entrance music.
I hated that one.
5 entrance music of all time. To me.
Yeah.
Oh, she had great entrance music.
Absolutely.
Love, Fury, Passion. Oh my! I sing that right now. One of the only ever WWE themes that had a cuss word throughout the song. Because it's saying so fucking.
Well, they bleeped it out though.
You can hear it though.
Fair enough. You heard it.
No, 100%. The way it's edited, you hear the F, and they say it's skirt in the middle of it. It's like Eminem has to rap in his old songs. They have to pull out the full beep. Like this one, they edited that so badly where you're just like, oh, we doing what to the wrong?
I will say this. If that song was the Team Extreme theme song, I wouldn't have been mad.
Right. Joe, wow, I would have been popping.
Absolutely.
I do want to mention some other names that we were like debating on for this part, right? Molly Holly, Tori Wilson, Ivory and Jazz were all in the discussion for these four.
I mean, we wouldn't have had
Molly, Holly.
Yeah, we wouldn't have had
like Jazz.
Jazz versus Jacqueline and Trish Stratus versus Lita. I'd have lost my
collective mind.
I would have logged out. I would have logged out.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing. That's why I tried to make sure that didn't happen. I wanted us to at least be able to make decisions when it came to this.
I stood outside on my balcony and been pondering my life decisions.
Right?
Where do
you
I
don't want to make the wrong choice.
Yeah, we're picking incorrect.
You look like that dude that's like, what's the it's the meme where he's like in a swimming pool, just like staring off, but it's like an empty swimming pool. He's like inside of it.
Oh, the
He's,
guy
like,
sitting on the swing, just looking. He's at
yeah,
the
with his
dinner
hands
table,
behind his back.
just
He's just thinking.
Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, let's move on to the next era. This is the Divas / Knockouts era. So in this, let's start it off. We have Mickie James.
We're adding knockouts. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Mickie James versus Beth Phoenix.
All right, Mickie.
It's that look.
I didn't know we were matching these two up.
I'm telling you, this tournament is gonna get harder and harder as we like move along.
Oh shit!
Just wait till we get to the modern era.
I have to do this tournament on feeling. That's it. I'm not going statistics. I'm going with how they made me feel in like back then or in those moments or whatnot. I can't do stats. So this is how I'm gonna have to play this.
All right.
All right, who you got?
Me first?
Yeah, you first.
All right, so Beth Phoenix versus Mickie James.
Yes, sir.
I gotta go Mickie James. I have to. I have to go Mickie James. Like I said, I'm going on feeling. I loved Beth Phoenix. I did. I loved it. But Mickie James, how she came in, that character that she played, I'm glued to my TV every week she's on. I'm glued. And with being my other favorite diva of all time, Trish, being in that same story, I'm watching every single week. Where is this gonna go? All the way up to fucking WrestleMania. I have to go Mickie James.
Hey, I like this comment. This damn tournament is designed by the devil.
By the devil himself.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know, of my own design. You're welcome.
Well, Damien, your turn. Mickie or Beth?
Okay. So, okay, I'm doing it by statistics. I'm sorry, I have to. This is the only way I can make the right decision. Both women have done so much. They have both done some really entertaining stuff. Mickie with Trish. At one point, I thought Mickie was really fucking crazy and a psycho.
Oh, yo, I like
did. Legit.
I did. It took me forever to
the women that I've chosen throughout my life.
I believe it. Very toxic. Beth with Santino. What more can I say about that whole entire situation? That was magic in a bottle.
Yeah.
That was so entertaining.
And it needed to go longer too.
Oh man, so much
needed
longer.
to go longer.
So much longer.
It could have.
The honkometer.
The honkometer is so good.
Childhood memory unlocked.
Oh, this is hard. This is really, really hard. And you know the funny part about it is when we set this up, it could have gone either way with who we matched up, and it didn't matter. It still would have been hard. You know,
because this next one's gonna kick everybody in the butt.
I know. So
now that you know, because you know,
you never know. You never know.
You're right. You might never know, but we know. That's because we know. We know.
Yeah.
Because we picked these people. So
I'm not looking forward to this matchup then.
You shouldn't.
Beth, Hall of Famer, multiple women's championship.
Thank you, Dean.
A few firsts. Eliminating Great Khali out of the Royal Rumble with a kiss. That's some nice accolades right there. Mickie James still going. Multiple time women's champion, pretty much almost everywhere she's gone. I'm gonna have to go with Mickey.
Ooh, that's not who I thought you were gonna pick.
And the reason, and see, this is the reason why. She's still going. She ain't done yet.
Yeah.
And she can stay.
And things Beth could still go if she wanted to.
Well, we know that. We already know Beth can still go.
Yeah,
she doesn't
Beth
have to.
Beth, if she wanted to.
But it's just the fact that Mickey is still doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Beth doesn't have to do that. Beth can pretty much when she was on commentating on NXT.
Yep.
She actually did a pretty good.
Oh my goodness, yes. And do you remember when she first got on there? I was like, oh my gosh, Beth Phoenix on commentary. Oh, why did they do this?
Dude,
and
killing it.
Just literally killing it. Shut me up. I was like, bruh, Beth is the best thing on commentary. Like,
yeah.
No, you're absolutely right
granted, on that. Granted, yeah, I didn't pick Beth. I still have to give Beth her flowers because she deserves to be on this list, period. But I have to pick Mickey. Like, I don't know what it was about what she was doing. I have to agree with TJ. It might have been the influence of some of my bad decisions of the women that I chose in my life, because I definitely had some toxic ass relationships around that time.
I like crazy. What do you want?
Yeah. see, my wife is crazy, but she's the crazy I know, so we're good.
What if we heard? What if we heard him say that and the screen just went black?
Right.
We don't see him again. That was
it. Hey.
It wouldn't me and Cliff would not be shocked. I'll be like, oh, yeah, he's fine.
That's why I call her. That's why I call her White She Devil.
This is nice.
All right, Supreme, your pick.
So you have the Every Woman versus the Glamazon. Now, if we're talking about purely about how they made me feel, Beth Phoenix is the reason why I like muscular women. And 110%.
She made it look good. She made it look good.
Anyway, I don't want to go too far into details on that, but she did have one of my favorite SummerSlam matches with Santino versus Mickie James and Kofi Kingston for both the women's title and the Intercontinental title, and she low-key carried that match, which was amazing. I love Mickie James. I love what she's doing in Impact right now. I loved her when she was over here when she came back with Alexa Bliss at the time. That joint was absolutely a fun time to watch with her. Yeah. But I'm going to pick Beth Phoenix just because she still has an effect on my everyday life right now, and I hate it.
Hey, look.
Why do you hate it? Why do you hate that?
No, because she's the reason why I'm in the gym powerlifting 600 pounds to impress women. I want to find strong women. This is what.
Oh, poor you. Oh, poor you. Oh, look at that. Oh no.
Hey, it's a problem. Nah, she's
the reason I'm getting my life together. Oh wow.
You see me walk into a gym, my fat ass, and I go, oh yeah, I can curl 400 pounds right now, and they go, prove it. I'm like, 100%. I would fold instantly for someone like Beth Phoenix. The minute I feel her pick me up off the ground, that's it.
What was the result? No, what was the result of that though? What was the result of you curling it? Did you do it?
I got some numbers out of it, but we're not gonna have this conversation. I'm currently being
we just did. Oh, poor you. Poor
you. Yeah, I feel so bad.
I'm currently being yelled at by
thank you, Beth Phoenix.
For things I'm doing in the gym to impress women.
Thank Beth. Thank Beth for those numbers.
This is why I picked Beth.
Yeah, thank you, Beth.
That's 100% why.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Cliff.
Let's be real, okay? She's my favorite wrestler of all time. Favorite female wrestler of all time. I don't give a damn, and y'all gonna know. I'm picking her. She's legit. Mickie James is gonna be my pick. I'm going with this comment right here. Hardcore country, straight up. Mickie James. Yes.
Like I said, Cliff, feeling.
Yeah. Plus, when she was on even when she's not mainstream, right? When she's on the indie scene, just doing things, we're always paying attention to what Mickey's doing. So, and even now, right?
Yeah.
Like the last match that she had with Trinity Fatu, and she was like, "Don't tempt me with a good time." I was like, "Yes, Tell her.
Right?
Also,
yeah, give me that.
We didn't mention her with the Impact title in the Royal Rumble.
Right.
So
Oh,
that
yeah,
was my take. That was my take because I'm picking Mickey as well. That was gonna be my take. I was like, there is no other woman who has held another promotion's championship and still was in the Royal Rumble and had it acknowledged.
Yep.
That's the thing. They still
Sorry about the trash bag.
acknowledged it. Right, exactly. No, exactly.
Sorry about that trash bag.
They
Acknowledged
said the
it.
company
They
name. They
acknowledged
had it in the
bad.
graphics. We saw the belt.
Exactly. We saw the
Like-
belt. We saw
the
the
hardcore
name of the
country.
belt. Hardcore cut. Like, yeah. So
I
I'm
will
giving
say
it to
Hardcore Country
Mickey
kind of slap though.
because
does.
Hardcore Country does slap. Don't
Plus,
even
she
say
follows me on
Karen.
TikTok, so I have
It
to pick
does.
her.
No, it's not in my top 10 themes, but it slaps.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
I,
All
mean,
right, let's
I
move
will
on.
still dance around to our initial theme. I'm not gonna lie.
True.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Our last two
Ooh.
competitors:
Ooh.
Gail Kim, AJ Lee.
Gail Kim.
Oh, that was easy. I like. Oh, okay. He said it with the swiftness and confidence
Yeah,
and
he did.
smoothness that
Okay.
only TJ Sykes
I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for her name to be brought up.
Gail Kim. All right.
No, I get it.
All right, Damien. What you got though? What you got then?
Ooh. Miss Brooks or God damn it, what is her husband's name again?
Oh,
Chef.
Phil
Something.
Brooks.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So
You're right.
Or Chef Irvin. Chef Irvin.
So Miss Irvin or Miss Brooks. Woo! That's a tough one. Both women have done greatness in women's wrestling as far as the stuff that they did. However, Gail's been doing it a little bit longer. And for an Asian woman to not get pigeonholed into the stereotype, break out of that and put on bangers with anybody she stepped in the ring with, I'm going to have to pick Gail Kim hands down. And sorry, AJ. I'm sorry. Picking AJ would have been biased because because of Punk, she kind of would have got in there because of that alone. But I'm gonna be honest. I have to give it to Gail Kim. So that's my pick.
All right, Cliff.
Damn. I was kind of hoping I wasn't gonna go next.
Wait, I can go next.
Damn.
Do you want an extra minute? I can go next.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just talk it out. I love everything that Gail did with the Knockouts division. But there was just something about AJ just bouncing around the ring and just being involved in all the crazy shit that she was doing. Plus that promo that she cut about the Divas division and how they couldn't even lace up her chucks. Like, to me, I was like, bro, like, she had a moment and she took full advantage of it. And let's not forget, at one time she was the longest reigning Divas champion. Like, she was holding down an entire division that wasn't meant to be showcased the way it was, and she was doing it. But I will have to say, as much as I do love watching her work, Gail has got to be that woman for me. Like, I got to go with Gail Kim.
You had me going there, brother. I started marking down, making the little tally mark for AJ when you were talking. I was like, okay. No, I'll show you. Like, I had to cross it out right there. Had to cross it out because I legit was like, as you're going, I'm like, oh, he's picking AJ. Okay, he's got fair points. That's understandable. And I'm marking, but I gotta go with. I was like, oh well, that's not going with AJ. I'm gonna. The funny thing is, all the points you made are the reasons why I'm going with AJ. I'll take, and I'll be the oddball out on this one. I'm gonna take AJ because we don't get to the modern era without AJ doing what AJ did. We were during that Total Divas era. It was less about the wrestling, it was more about let's make them look pretty, or we're gonna put them in the ring and we're gonna give them 5 minutes, if that. Let's give them the least amount of time. Let's just fill time. Let's put the women in there.
It's a P match, P break match.
Yeah,
exactly.
Can we agree that,
and then that was the time.
Phoenix was in the wrong era?
Can we do what?
Can we agree that Beth Phoenix was in the wrong
absolutely.
era?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we could.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. Yes.
Hands down. Yeah.
Yes.
Because she kind of transcended into like both. So
yeah,
like it's a couple of women that are
definitely
like
Beth was in the wrong era.
You know
absolutely.
What I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. There's a couple of them. Yeah.
It was hard. It was.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with AJ. I'm gonna go with AJ. So what you got, Supreme?
All right, this is gonna be an astounding statement. I love Gail Kim. There is one tag team and one wrestler that got me back into wrestling a while ago because I really didn't pay attention to it when and wildly enough, it was Tons of Funk for some reason and AJ Lee. And y'all talk about Mickie James is the reason why y'all like crazy women. AJ is the reason why I like crazy women.
Oh yeah, she is crazy. She was
100%.
She really was.
We included when I talked about Beth. If a woman can fucking go around my body like how AJ went around people for that Black Widow,
sir, calm down. Calm down. Next round.
This is a PG-13 show. PG-13.
I got one. If PG-13s get one, that's my one. I used it right there. Anyway.
Wrap around my body. Speed cut.
Hey, that's fine. What? We got Christy Cage telling someone to go F themselves on TNT. We got my one right there.
That's my tribal chief, Christian Cage. That's my
Oh my goodness.
I will still also say I'm also worried about if I ever get a conversation, that man gonna bring up my father too, and I'm gonna be like, well, I gotta fight one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. But
how's everyone's father tonight?
Yeah, it's just like, ooh. But no, AJ is like literally the reason why I started watching more women's wrestling, especially with her feud with Caitlyn. It was like literally one of the
very good.
It was the one thing that got me back into wrestling, besides Tons of Funk, but that was just purely because of the music, and I just thought that was fun. But like her
on our own.
Could you imagine like you just hear Ayo?
Hey!
In here.
Somebody call
Why
my
do you know the
mom.
whole routine? Why is it? Why is it?
I love Tons of Funk too. Cause look,
that theme is in my top 10. Great, but no, AJ like literally got me to watch wrestling again. I enjoyed what she did. I enjoyed her selling more than anything. I will say the worst ever move. One of the worst ever moves I've seen was that page turner on her when Paige won the title, but somehow she made that look like $1 million. That the way she turned herself inside out. But that's all I would say on that.
All right, so that's AJ. You see, going with AJ. Okay, still that was close. 3-2.
Time, can there be a theme song tournament at some point in time? Because please bring me back.
Oh yeah, we can
bring me back on that. Don't get me started on theme songs.
We can definitely do that.
You know what?
Billy Kidman's theme song went too hard for him.
Whose?
We might.
Billy Kidman.
Billy Kidman hold on. Did have a fire one.
I will say this: Dwayne Gills, one of his first themes when he was with the Job Squad, excellent theme, especially for the time. Like, do not get me started on themes. Them joints are my life.
All right, we
got to revisit that.
Yeah, definitely.
Revisit that.
All right, here we go. So Gail Kim moves on. Let's get to the modern era.
Hey, should we talk about some of the honorable mentions? That
yes, sure, absolutely, yes.
All right, bet. So Michelle McCool.
I was looking for her. Literally, who I was looking for.
She was definitely on there.
Layla was another top person.
I mean, yeah, Lay Cool.
China.
B+, the B+, beautiful people.
Yeah.
Kinda. No, you're right. Kinda.
Not wrong.
That's fair. Yeah, no, you're not
Beautiful
wrong on that.
people don't-
You're not shit.
Oh yeah.
Wait. You put China in the
Yeah, we put her in this one.
Yeah, instead of the Attitude Era.
Yeah, we put her in this one.
just because she just feel like that's when she was really in the women's division. If you think about it.
What?
What? No.
I feel like towards the end of
Wait,
her.
what?
So
wasn't she a women's championship in '99?
Attitude Era.
But we also we wanted to try to include her while like she had a feud with Jeff Jarrett and Eddie Guerrero, Eddie Guerrero and all that.
But China wasn't around for when like Gail.
Yeah, we're past China now.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we just try to fit her in so that way we can at least have her in our.
Sorry. Okay. All right. Sorry.
I was like,
also,
I don't like this new aggressive Red Dog. He's fit her in.
He got a little bit extra mark to him right now.
Also, Madison Rain was another person.
Madison Rain was in that.
Oh,
one.
Madison Rain. Oh man.
And Angelina Love as well. Like obviously, like
and Lacey Von Erich.
Beautiful people.
Awesome Kong was another one.
Awesome Kong
was
a person.
Shout outs to Awesome Kong. I love Awesome Kong a lot.
And Lacey Von Erich.
Awesome Kong is in the top 5 best black women wrestlers to me. I'll be honest. I love Awesome Kong more than I love Tamina.
Let's get into this modern era.
Modern era. All right, here we go. This one's a doozy already. Charlotte Flair, Tessa Blanchard.
I hate you.
Okay,
so all right. Hold up. Listen. All right, so look, I fought for Tessa, and this is the reason why I fought
Charlotte
for Tessa. She is. We all know this, so let's just kind of put that aside for a moment, and let's think about what she did. Female men's world champion.
And then an actual recognized world champion at that. The Impact World title is a actual, to the wrestling nerds, an actual world recognized world championship.
And she was carrying TNA at the time. So like I kind of have to give her props on that one. However, you don't bet against the queen. So unfortunately, even though I fought for this woman to be in this, I gotta pick Charlotte. I'm sorry. I feel so bad because I fought hard for Tessa to get into this one, and I made a valid point in everything. Took a good 15 minutes.
He sure did.
It took me 5 seconds to turn on
to get rid of her.
This was a 20-minute conversation on having her in this tournament for only.
He sure did.
No, wait, hold on. No, that's a real villain thing, by the way. Get in the tournament just to boot you the hell out immediately. I applaud him on that.
So yeah, no, Charlotte, you don't bet against the queen. I'm sorry. I stand by that.
I'm gonna go pick mines already. First of all, Tully could never, ever, 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 ever lace Rick's boots, and that falls also on their offspring.
I'm out.
Charlotte
I'm out. Did you just
circles around Tessa Blanchard.
Did you just say Tully could never lace Ric Flair's boots?
Charlotte.
Hey,
He couldn't even.
We can still beat Chaz.
Flair. Rick was better.
I will whoop you.
Rick was better.
Whoop you. I'm fighting you.
Rick was better.
I'm going to fight you.
Rick was better.
Here's the thing.
Rick was better.
April 20th at SWA in Shady Grove. That can happen.
I'm fighting you. I'm whooping your ass. Like that's just on site. On site. That's it.
And that's what it's fine. I'll take it for this.
Like it's not even the fact that I disagree that Rick is better because Rick just had that it thing. Well, that's all fine, but is how hard you said ever, 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 and just kept going.
Oh yeah.
And for every ever, I'm gonna watch this back. Every ever that you say is it's just 3 hits to you. Every single one. Every single one. 3 hits every time.
You about to have a good night's
That's
sleep.
fine. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Look. There's not many hills I die on in the show. I'll die on that hill.
You died. You died immediately. Died immediately.
Yeah,
that's
don't let
fine.
him even get up the hill.
That is fine.
Like pushing you.
That's
off
fine.
of
I'm still picking Charlotte. It's still Charlotte over Tessa.
not even going for the daughters. You're like, nah, because they're daddies. Let's judge the dads here. The hell with you, Chaz.
Absolutely.
The hell with you, Chaz.
Absolutely.
The hell with you. The hell with you.
Listen,
and Rick's been getting on my nerves as of recently.
For me, it's I can appreciate what Tesla has done, but I'm just gonna keep it short, sweet. It's gotta be Charlotte for me.
All right, Supreme.
I hate Charlotte Flair with a passion. So I will never give Charlotte my vote. So I'm going with Tessa very quickly.
Wow. That's...
I literally had a conversation about this last night while watching the women's war game match. I absolutely just do not like her whatsoever. I really hate 14 women's championships. And a lot of them have been like, a couple weeks reign. And like, it felt like 90% of her title reigns have been pointless. Absolutely.
Just to get those numbers up.
Yeah, and I hate it. And like, I hate her moonsault.
Stat pad.
With a passion. I hate her moonsault.
Poor EO.
I watched her do that moonsault last night, and you heard me audibly gasp when she jumped. I was waiting for her to land on EO's shoulders, break her collarbone for the way she just went so freaking far on that moonsault. And I'm sitting here like, she's gonna kill somebody one day. Like, this is about to be the situation with that moonsault. I was like, I never wanted her to climb up on that top rope. No.
Tully was the weakest of the...
That's also different. That's also blasphemy.
What? That's facts. That's facts.
That's facts.
That's not the discussion for right now, but I saw that. I want to put it up there.
Are we saying
that's next week's debate topic right there.
If you make it.
Right, if I'm facts.
Like, we're talking about 4 horsemen from the beginning to the end.
He said the original horseman.
The original?
He said Tully was the weakest of the original horsemen.
And yet, all 3 original members would say Tully got the most heat out of any of them.
Hold on. It was
so really, I just want to let's finish up this round.
I'm going Tessa without fail. Go somewhere.
Okay. Well, it looks like Charlotte wins this one.
I didn't even
Charlotte
moves on.
Yet. I didn't even make my pick.
Yeah,
I never even made my pick.
Oh,
you said Charlotte. You said Charlotte.
No.
You said Charlotte.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
no.
Wow. You said no.
I did not.
I'm
opting out. I'm not. I didn't say anything. And I'm not.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to. No, I'm out. I'm not picking this one. No, screw that. I'm not even picking this one.
He's picking Tessa.
You know, just for it. If I have to pick just for it, then I don't like my pick, but Tessa.
Okay.
Yeah, I honestly
just because of that comment and because of Chaz. That's it.
Oh my gosh. Moving on. Going off a feeling.
It's okay. I picked Tessa out of spite because I just don't like Charlotte.
I like Supreme.
100%. I don't care for Tessa at all.
At all.
Tessa likes poop. Anyway, Becky. First, I could not get through it without bringing that back up. Still the wildest thing ever that happened in my life as far as wrestling is concerned. And then we talked about it too. That it was a legit segment. Yeah, but Becky versus Mercedes Moné / Sasha Banks, whatever you want to call her. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I'm still thinking too, guys.
Mm.
You got yours, Cliff? You look like you have yours. All right, go ahead. You got
I
yours.
had mine from the moment that we were talking about this. I had mine already picked.
Okay.
And, listen, both women have done incredible things with their career. Let's be real, okay? Grand Slam champions, right? Main event at WrestleMania, right? But only one of them has done it as a first, right? And that's why, with me looking at a match a couple years ago that we talked about, that we legitimately got emotional about, right, had nothing to do with Becky Lynch. So to me, even seeing her success outside of wrestling, listen, Mercedes is that pick. So to me, Sasha Banks has got to be Mercedes Moné, whatever you want to call her.
Supreme?
Monet is money.
Monet.
100%. I love Becky. I love what she did. I love what she's done. From the plucky, like, cheerleader, like, looking at the start of NXT to getting into the steampunk to becoming the man, like, blood on the face. I love it. If it was Becky versus Charlotte, Becky wins it. No cap. Without fail. But Sasha Mercedes has transcended. Same thing with Bianca, like, Black women wrestling, and I will forever hold that as it's like the Jacqueline to, like, the Awesome Kong, to Mercedes and Bianca. It's keeping Black women's wrestling alive for me, and it's the, like, anything with Mercedes, anything with Bianca is what I show to, like, my younger sister and stuff like that to get her to watch wrestling, or any other Black people to get them to watch wrestling if they never seen. I'm like, hey, this is something that's going to be very interesting. It's women's wrestling, and people go, oh, I usually think it's for the guys, but, like, they watch a Mercedes Moné match. I'm like, oh, that's legit. And I can't really say that with Becky often, but also Becky sucked on Jeopardy, and I'm gonna hold that against her.
Oh,
I'm a game show person. I'm holding that against her.
You stole it. You stole it from me. You stole it right from me. Damn it.
She got spotted $500 at the end of Final Jeopardy just to go to get Final Jeopardy. Got Final Jeopardy correct. How in the hell the worst game show performance ever by a WWE superstar? Should have just put her on Family Feud with Seth again. Anyway, I'm done. Rant over. Man, book it.
All right, go ahead, TJ.
All right, so I share the same sentiments as Supreme there. Absolutely love Becky, but I believe Bianca said it during her feud with Becky. Becky might have done it first. Bianca and Sasha did it better. I got to go with Sasha.
Okay.
Damien?
It's hard for me because, like, I like both women. Both women have done their thing, but Mercedes has done a lot of firsts. Look at her time in NXT. She killed it when she was the NXT Women's Champion. Look at every time she was, even though you know she didn't have these super long reigns. Anytime she had a title, she killed it. Look what her and Bailey did during the whole, close down, shut down, COVID, everybody on, lockdown moment. Dude, they carried that whole thing. Even better than what the men were doing. It was great. It was amazing. And then the fact that she left. I give her points just for the way she left.
Isn't she the first?
And I'm a WWE loyalist, you know what I mean? But for her to be like, yeah, I'm good, and then dip, and then still go out there and have success, I'm gonna have to pick Mercedes.
Like her and Trinity.
Yeah. Those women, 100%. and then like you said, the main event at WrestleMania, you had for the first time where every person in that ring was an African American woman, and down to the referee.
Yeah.
that was an amazing moment.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Becky might have done it first, but they did do it a little bit better than them, didn't they? So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with the same. I think we all pretty much said the same things. I'm going with Mercedes as well. And I said it before, the significance of being there, watching this, and hearing Cole say this is the very first time 2 African American women are main eventing a WrestleMania hits. Every time I watch it, because and that's a match I go back and watch. Every time he says it, it hits. Just as it did the very first time when he did it, when he said it live, it hits. So I gotta go Mercedes. And like you said, Becky, the man broke ground. Okay, when Nia broke her nose, broke ground, set her on a trajectory, just went shot her straight up. Who would have ever thought that? Who would have ever thought that moment right there, like really, like and not to take it away, because like I said, the man transcended, women's wrestling at that time. But you just cannot take away the fact of what Mercedes did, what Mercedes is still doing. All right, like she went over, like you said, she left, and she's over there in New Japan and Stardom. She won the belt. I mean, she got injured, of course, but she won the belt, and she's still as over as she was when she was in the WWE. So when Mercedes comes back next year, she's going to be just as over wherever company she goes, whether it's AEW, whether it's Impact, or even if she does go back and she decides to go back to WWE, she's going to be over like Rover. So I'm going with Mercedes, like hands down. All right, we're at the Elite 8. Let's speed round this one. Alrighty, so going back to the classic era, Sensational Sherry versus Medusa. TJ, what you got?
Sensational Sherry.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Medusa.
Damien.
Sherry. Sorry.
Sherry?
Yeah, Sherry.
Cliff?
Yeah, I'm taking Sherry.
Sherry? Supreme?
My vote doesn't matter, but I was going with Medusa.
Bye, Medusa.
That's fine. Medusa. I'm
going
with Sherry as well.
The trash. Bye, Medusa.
Yeah.
I'm going Sensational Sherry as well. That was great. Alrighty, moving to the Attitude Era. Trish Stratus versus Jacqueline.
Trish.
I knew he was good. All right, 1 point Trish.
Let me get Jacqueline.
I can already tell you who I'm going
Cliff?
for.
Let me get Jacqueline.
You getting Jacqueline? Oh, all right. 1 vote Jacqueline, 1 vote Trish. All right, Damien.
I'm not gonna give my real reasons of why I'm picking this, but just know that they are devious and nefarious. I'm gonna have to pick Jackie. I'll explain when we go off the air. I'm not trying to get canceled.
That's fine.
Today. So
that's fine. Absolutely perfectly
y'all
fine.
can ask me later.
That's fine. All right. I'm gonna go. I'm going with Trish. I'm going with Trish.
Snyder.
Yes,
The great part about it is I'm so happy because I'm picking Jacqueline.
100%.
100%. Jacqueline transcended black women wrestling. I love Trish Stratus. I love Stratusfaction. Absolutely not. I would have picked Lita over Trish Stratus, by the way. And that's saying that.
I liked you. I liked you.
It's okay. I don't even like me, so join the company.
I liked you. I don't know what happened.
Look, another person for the ops. Hold on, let me put that in my wallet real quick. Ching.
Well, Jacqueline moves on. Wow,
I'm out of the tournament now. I was never like Trish was gonna win it for the whole thing for me. I'm out.
Yeah, I was looking at my yo. I was like, a lot of people are gonna be watching this back and they're gonna be like, "Hey, yo, they just knocked Trish out of this tournament.
I'm out.
Sure
And
enough.
just know that it wasn't my doing. I didn't want this. I was gonna have Trish go all the way. So
Yeah,
don't be mad at me.
If I got another chance, I'd do it again.
You evil.
Oh my! Moving on to the Divas Knockout section in the Elite Eight, we got Mickie James versus Gail Kim. Speed round this. Supreme, who you got?
Give me the every woman, Mickie James.
All right, Cliff.
Mickie all day.
I'm
TJ.
going last. I need last.
Mickie because of Trish.
I think yeah.
Oh,
All right, I'm going Mickie as well.
We got a
Who
five.
you got, Damien?
I have to go with Mickie too. Sorry.
You got to okay,
that's
cool.
What
Mickie
I had
goes.
on my head.
Mickie gets the sweep.
That's crazy.
Right.
Mickie got the sweep.
That is crazy.
Over Gail Kim at that. Like yeah,
Right? That's crazy.
That's a wild one. Alrighty, Charlotte Flair versus Mercedes Moné. I think we can agree on this one, right?
Moné.
Yeah,
Moné.
Just keep going. Keep it going. Keep going.
Yeah.
Next.
Oh yeah. My vote doesn't matter. My vote doesn't matter.
Hey, yo, put Charlotte in the trash can.
Oh well, yeah. Were you gonna say Charlotte?
Maybe.
It was 4-1.
Just
It's all right.
spiteful. Just spiteful.
Just for the various reasons.
Yep.
Final
Various
four. Jacqueline versus Sensational Sherry.
Ooh, I hate you.
Mm.
Ooh.
Fuck, I'm so glad. Hey, yo, let me get Jackie.
Oh,
Once again, I will stay with Jacqueline. Transcended wrestling for women's wrestling for an entire race for me. Like that's something that's I will have to graft onto. Sensational Sherry, I've been the biggest op in the tournament so far because I've not given them a single vote at all, and every single round they were in.
I'm going last, by the way. Let me go last.
Great everything, but yeah.
Damien, what you got?
All right, how am I gonna have to decide this?
I got mine. So I'm going with Jacqueline as well. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Sherry.
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to pick her.
All right, TJ.
Sherry, just because it's Supreme.
I knew he was gonna do that.
3-2 anyway.
Right. Jacqueline moves on to the finals. Mickie James versus Mercedes Moné.
Moné.
Take
Moné.
All right. Final answer.
Final answer.
Mercedes Moné. Mercedes Moné. All righty. Damien.
Give me Mercedes.
Mercedes Moné. Supreme.
Let me go last.
You look like you're struggling. I'm about to say, I was gonna say, you look like you're struggling, brother. You have making.
Who you got, Chaz?
I'm still trying to decide.
I am not. Mickie.
He's not struggling. He's not struggling. Beth Phoenix is holding him up.
Who are you picking, Cliff?
Mickie.
Okay.
I've not backed away from my statement of what I've said.
Okay.
You going last, Supreme? Oh man, they're making that make a decision. All right.
No, he knows. He'll be spiteful. That's what he's gonna do. Bet.
I'm gonna go Mercedes.
Okay.
Your vote don't matter. Go on. All right, we're done.
I was actually gonna pick Mickie James, and that's the astounding part. No, you saw how hard I've been riding for Sasha. Which
Black women wrestlers always until it mattered. Until it mattered. Until it mattered.
The thing is, the reason why I picked Mickie for the only reason is another major company's champion and one of the biggest companies of all time. That is something that's never happened. Besides Medusa, who just threw it in the trash, but the actual champion who's contracted for someone else, appearing in a major Big Four promotion, one of their major matches of the year that features all the women of their company, and they picked a spot for someone else to come in and be in that spot and have a forefront in it, because she was advertised one of the heaviest, most out of everything in that Women's Royal Rumble. That's the main reason why I was going to pick Mickey. I actually have a reasoning behind it, even though I love Mercedes and Sasha, but that was literally the reason why.
This man, for the entire tournament, has been touting black women wrestling and breaking ground and all of it. All of it. And he said, I will not be moved on this.
How's this man?
And he was moved. He was moved. He got moved. Real.
Very radicalized, this man. Yo, what did I do to you? Yo, you okay? Everything good at home? I don't know what I did.
Black women wrestling all the way up until it mattered.
Hey,
retract every statement you've made.
No, the worst part about it, if it was Mickie James versus Jacqueline, or Mickie James versus Monet versus Jacqueline, I'm picking Jacqueline no matter what.
Well, that's what the final
you don't have a choice.
It's Jacqueline versus Mercedes.
I was picking her no matter what.
All right, well, I guess
black women wrestling all the way through.
So, yeah, black women.
This man has a price.
So here we go. Final two, greatest women's wrestler of all time. Jacqueline versus Mercedes Moné. Who are we picking?
I already said my vote. I'm like, it was Jacqueline versus whoever Jacqueline's beating from the last round.
Whoever Jacqueline's beating.
So I'm picking Jacqueline.
Wait. Now he's back. He's back to black women's wrestling because now he doesn't have a choice. He doesn't have a choice now.
Do you want me?
There is no choice.
Hey, I give you reasoning. You just mad because Trish Stratus is gone.
Beth Phoenix is frowning right now.
Hey. that's almost. Oh wait, nope, I can't say that on air. Anyway.
All right. So what about Jacqueline? All righty, Cliff.
Oh, let me get so. I'll put it this way. This is the way I made my decision, right? And everybody was right? Jackie came out. Jacqueline, like she laid the foundation for what would be the future of black women in wrestling. But I feel like Mercedes, when they took that and elevated it to another level, and there's one thing that Jacqueline will never be that Mercedes was, and that is outside of just Actually, I'm just gonna say she's a Mandalorian. So I'm gonna take Mercedes Moné.
because hey, Supreme, this is the way.
Yeah.
What are you, some Ugandan knuckles saying this is the way?
I'm a Mandalorian Ugandan knuckles. This is the way.
It's okay. Trish Stratus was eliminated earlier. You could be mad anyway.
Okay. Let's see how the rest of this tournament goes. Mercedes Moné.
Either way, I win. The two black.
Do you win? Do you win?
Yeah.
Do you win? You betrayed your beliefs. You betrayed your beliefs.
A black person wins, and I piss someone off, and I am in a great mood. I'm gonna take this mood later. And I'm gonna go to the casino and gamble. And I'm
no. Go back to the gym and start curling 400 pounds. Get a few more numbers, thank Beth Phoenix, and get the hell up out of here. That's what you do.
It's okay, yo. Be mad. You wish you could live heavy things like I can and pull the women that I pull. Anyway, as we were going.
But not Beth.
But she's married to a person with money. I'm not fighting that. Edge stole.
But he can't lift. But he can't lift that wallet. Can he?
Stole a woman from someone while on TV with someone. I ain't fighting him. That's there's a couple people I won't fight. I'm not fighting Bianca Belair. I'm not fighting Edge over somebody.
And you're not fighting for black women wrestlers.
I just voted for I swear. I'm about to be you thinking Chaz is an op. I'm about to be your biggest op at the end of this.
Good.
Excellent.
Good.
Yeah, Darth Holiday. You about to take a permanent holiday when I'm done.
Darth Holiday, Sith Lord of that on the bottom of that.
All right, Sith Lord, you about to go falling off the edge like Palpatine. Anyway,
and he survived.
I was about to say he definitely survived that.
No, that's fine. He can survive. I'm still gonna curb stomp your hidden anyway.
Hey, what did I have to do with anything?
Hey, Damien, pick your person.
Pick your vote.
All right, so
This is why I'm not
main
allowed
event
on here.
WrestleMania. That's my pick. She main evented WrestleMania. Jacqueline didn't get a chance to do that. I'm gonna have to pick Mercedes.
Yeah, I'm going the same thing. Like main event at WrestleMania, Mercedes.
Is this
We
sweet?
expect her to win this.
It's
I
not a
did
sweep.
not
No,
expect
it's a
her to
4-1.
win
Yeah,
this.
you're right. It's
4-1.
My fault.
So Mercedes Moné on the 500th episode Super Pod is our greatest women's wrestler of all time. If you don't agree with that, then who cares? This is just our random tournament that we did for fun.
Do one yourself.
Because
Do one exactly.
Because
Do one yourself.
Supreme knows it's actually Charlotte Flair.
Oh.
You know what?
Hey, yo, I like this comment though. I've legit have done nothing at work for the past 3 hours. Damn this podcast.
You know, I'm happy you rode with us, buddy.
Exactly.
And I can't remember her name to save my life. I'd rather watch what was her name? Jillian wrestle than I will watching Charlotte Flair.
God.
I had to pull her name out of the retros of her singing and winning the Divas title that one time.
Okay,
I'd rather watch her sing
with her horrible singing.
100%.
I enjoyed her. I enjoyed
Charlotte,
Jillian. She was
Charlotte, great wrestler, great everything. I am
phenomenal moonsault, right?
I'm still using the bathroom while Charlotte's having a match. I said it. I will say it again. I will watch many other women's wrestling. If I see Charlotte wrestling, I just go, damn, I gotta go. And I'm leaving.
I gotta go.
Even if they're black wrestlers.
Yeah, 100%. Charlotte will ruin the match for me.
Damn.
Oh my God. All right.
His love for black women's wrestling does not outweigh his hate for Charlotte Flair.
You know how much Charlotte has caused me mental strife watching her do moonsaults?
That sounds like a personal problem. That sounds like a personal issue.
I would walk up to Charlotte like, great, phenomenal. I just don't like you. Like, it's fine. Like, I
just don't like you.
You are like a great wrestler. You've done everything you can do. I personally cannot stand you. Anyway,
all right, well, this is the part where Chaz puts over everybody else. So hold up.
I would never put over Charlotte Flair.
Who won the Dumbass of the Week award, or who did they think?
Supreme.
Like I said, I'm sticking.
DJ over there.
Wow. All right.
Okay.
So I'm
Already
sticking with. I'm sticking with Tony. Tony Khan still gets it. That's my choice.
Here we go.
That's who I'm.
Appreciate
it. Let me pull up the poll. All right, so
make me the dumbass of the week.
Not a problem, buddy. Not a problem.
Here we go. All righty, so with the poll, it's 50-50.
Oh.
All righty, it's 50-50 with between Tony Khan and seriously, who else?
Who else? I mean, like, seriously, who is Supreme?
Yes, it's 50-50 between Tony Khan and seriously, who else? Since you all are here, TJ and Supreme, you can give who do you think should be Damien's dumbass of the week? TJ,
are we about to argue each other?
Who do you think? No, we don't have to. Supreme.
Seriously, somebody else.
Okay. And then, all right, Supreme, who do you think should be Damien's dumbass of the week?
Honestly, Seth Rollins.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm gonna change my answer. Hold on.
I really do not like the fact that we saw that vitriol from a fan perspective and not on camera at the time, because that's something, if it's a work, should have been saved for something that we can publicly see on TV versus finding it on Twitter.
Okay.
I've never been the biggest Seth Rollins fan, but my man was looking like 97 Shawn Michaels in that moment,
right?
And he kind of got a few points with me.
But could you imagine, like if they were not there to actually like hold him back, like the amount of like Do you remember when Seth got assaulted on the ramp?
I remember
If that would have happened, that would have been the greatest ending to Survivor Series to me. It would have been Chicago would have been on fire. And
they would have. Chicago would have probably. Some of them would have jumped that. They would have been an all-out brawl.
They should have let Seth run up there and just do whatever. Like, it's rumored that they knew that they were going to be there. Why not pay it off? Like, that should have been a huge payoff at the end of that show. They already lost their rub from winning with him coming out. Why not bring the rub back to your World Heavyweight Champion? And that's why
I have not been a huge Seth Rollins fan. Obviously, he's amazing talent, all that stuff. But in that moment, you gained a lot of points with me. A lot. Was it smart? Probably not. Probably not at all. But I saw 97 Shawn Michaels right there. I'm like, all right, he's got some edge to him.
Well, like I said, I stick to Tony because he just kind of handed Punk to WWE on a silver platter. And just
should we be saying thank you, Tony?
Take my money. Well, Booger Sugar Khan, just needs to put down the.
I will say, in all honesty, I didn't think that day would ever come that we would see Punk in WWE again. Just because.
Well, I mean, look the way Tony acted. Tony acted like this. He had a problem in his organization and did nothing. He let the man talk crap about his company and his EVPs in front of him, and all he said was, "Yeah, I should have said something or did something about it. My fault." Come on, dude. He shitted on your whole company for 20 minutes and you said nothing.
Actually, Tony Khan did say, "Damn, that's crazy," basically.
And then, it happens again. And you still didn't nip it in the bud. You knew that this man was going to come back and pass Punk. And you didn't keep them separated?
Nope.
You sat there and watched it all go down. If I was Punk, I'm trying to tell you, Tony would have been getting, punched in the face. I wouldn't even went after Jungle Boy. I would have hit Tony because you should have ended this before it got this far.
In all honesty, how hard is it to keep people separated?
It ain't.
It isn't hard to keep people separated. It also isn't hard to keep someone under contract and just pay them to sit there. We've seen it time and time again. If you have money to throw around, instead of letting it go to your biggest ops, you just pay it and just pay the troll toll at that point.
Oh no! Tony was afraid for his life.
I'm not afraid for my life. You know what helped to defend me? It's called a gun. Anyway. Could you
all right. We've got to the part of the show where I got to go.
Hands. What about hands? Hands work too.
Hands do work too. But the minute you see armed security there, it's done. Am I wrong?
I guess that's also what grind my gear. It's Tony. Everybody, there you go. I just went on that little rant. Tony's a fucking dumbass.
All right, cool. Then. So Tony grinds your gears as well. Gotcha. Oh,
he always does that though. He always does that. Him and Jericho.
Always. Him and Jericho are your two.
Oh, Jericho! I can't
stand Jericho. They are the pain of my existence.
Please don't get Damien started on Jericho. Please don't. We don't have to.
Did this man say stub your toe?
Yep.
Yeah, stub your toe off my TV.
Yeah. Yo, if Jericho take a permanent cruise, I'm cool with it. His song, great. Him, I don't care anymore.
I want him just to go back on tour.
So I'm just gonna tell Chaz, hey yo, Chaz, take it home.
Oh, my bad.
All righty, folks. Number one, thank you for Chaz. Love you too, buddy. Love you too. Before I wrap this up, I want to give big shout outs, big thank you to Supreme and TJ for being on the show. You two are legitimately unofficial members of this show. A lot of great moments over the past 500 episodes has come from when you two have been on the show. My Tamina rant being one of them. Thank you, Supreme. And then TJ just being TJ. So
thank you.
Shout out to you guys. Thank you for being a part of this journey with us. 500 episodes is a lot. And it's crazy to think that we legitimately made it here. A lot of podcasts don't make it past 10 episodes, let alone 1. So definitely, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. The 3 Count podcast itself, we appreciate you and thank you. As you can see, all of your wonderful fans, they appreciate you as well. They want me to sign TJ. I don't have
no. I'm sign guy TJ.
Oh, you're signed.
Yeah, you read that.
Sign guy.
I totally read that wrong. I thought you said sign that guy TJ. Yeah, I can't read.
English comprehension is not good for you, Chaz. Anyway.
No, never that. I was good at science.
Well,
I was.
I mean, you know what? You could have been right, but judging by physics and your ability to measure out a punch, TJ would disagree.
So if you made it to the end of this show, my PlayStation users, you get a trophy. My Xbox users, you get an achievement, and my PC users, you get a virus. Thank you so very much.
I'm surprised I haven't got us canceled yet. We're gonna be honest. Let's keep this a stat.
Look, you're right, because we should have got canceled for like at least half the things you say on every show. This is actually the most tame you've ever been, and it's low key scary. I can only imagine what you're gonna do next week. That's true. So thank you so much for checking out the 500 episode Super Pod of Chaz and Friends. I'm the Don Chaz Evans here with Red Dog, here with the super villain himself, Damien Fatale Supreme, TJ Sykes. Thank you to all of our listeners who've listened to us all over 500 episodes. Thank you, because we really wouldn't be here without you guys. A lot of you have been with us to the very beginning, and you come and you chit chat with us every week for the past almost 4 years now. So thank you. We'll be back next week for the 501 episode. It's not a super pod; it's just a regular episode. We're only going to go for an hour like we normally do. And thank you for.
And everybody check on your fathers.
Oh, definitely. Well, I can't check on mine technically.
All right,
I can't either.
Yeah, mine's
I can't either. That's okay.
TJ, you brought this up, and thank you. Thanks for the reminder too. Even though I called him, already had a conversation with him and everything, I just want to give a big shout out. It is my dad's birthday today, by the way, so I just want to give happy birthday, Dad, and I love
happy birthday to the big dog.
Yeah,
happy birthday, big dog.
Happy birthday.
Kawaii.